I did have to message somebody. I was like, did I get banned from the Discord? Like, did I do something?
Alright.
Because you didn't give out inspiration last session.
So last time, what?
Nothing eventful happened. The end.
Nothing happened. Let's just get started. Last time, everybody was super happy with each other. It was just a very calm session.
Friendships reaffirmed.
Yeah, totally. No, Quetzalcoatl was attacking. Sid doing his best, his damnedest to keep him out of the cave, almost succeeding. Until, volley after volley of electric blasts from Quetzalcoatl blew apart his stone walls that he was putting up. And Quetzalcoatl, sticking his head into the cave, clearly unable to fit its entire body into it, managed to grab one of the hunters and make a nice snack for itself. After that, it seemingly unimpressed with its inability to get into the cave, flew off somewhere. Everybody spent the rest of the time there recovering, and then confronting Millie about poisoning two of her friends at the behest of,
yes, at the behest of Ogdorel, the real culprit.
By way of Sherman's son. Many words were exchanged, tears cried. I was thinking of a better way to say that, but it didn't work. And then somebody just messaged something.
They're just memes.
Oh, okay.
No.
And then Millie hid herself away in the cave and was gone in the morning.
With a brief interim side conversation with Kenji that happened in place between walking from the group to the walls.
To see that.
Will was going to start it at some point, and then...
Being a side conversation?
No, this one's going to just be a Google Doc that we'd fill out and then upload.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I did do some looking into how to export those side conversations, but there's like third-party bots you can get that'll do it, but then I need to do more research. Third-party bots. Millie just went out for chicky nugs, y'all.
Yeah. When I saw that, I literally thought it said Chicken McNuggies. I was like,
honestly, it'd probably be a good marketing ploy.
I was very confused for a second, then I realized I was just like seeing it through one of these, so I missed the letter. Yeah. Anyway, Quetzalcoatl, with the assistance of Yol writing Dotharl, that's a sentence, took out Tritok, which exploded into a gout of flame that's apparently still burning on the step in the shape of Tritok. And just ether is just rising up from the ground in copious quantities and dissipating. Near the end of the session, or after everybody was celebrating seeing one of the three primals that was terrifying the step defeated, a mysterious figure showed up behind the group, lamenting the fact that one of the primals had been defeated, and that the summoning was not done properly, and his plans were slightly set back, but not in ruins.
It's my new character, by the way.
Yes. Okay. Jimmy is Emmett Selk.
Woo! But also sad.
Fantastic character. Also during the session, Poe and Shervin's family got a little bit closer. And did I forget anything? Oh, you examined the Allegan machinery, which told you that its purpose seemed to be elevating land masses high into the air. The evidence of which you were unable to see, but it appears that the machine, thanks to Deus's inspection, was already running and had been for quite a long time. And I think we're going to get started right after the mysterious figure, waved and walked into a portal, which then disappeared. And that's where we're at.
Which members of the group were outside the cave to witness that?
Everybody.
I think all of us,
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if some people had stayed in the cave or not.
I don't think anybody said specifically they were staying. I thought we all just went, all the commotion.
Okay.
So who was that guy?
That was me.
I'm saying the same thing. I mean, he seemed like a good guy to me. He seemed to stop everything. I kind of took care of the primal, well, at least one of the primals. So does that mean we're good here?
I think Kevin misunderstood what he said.
As Kevin is wont to do.
No, well, he seemed like he was being a nice fella, came in. He said he'd take care of one of the primals. And I couldn't really understand what he was saying about the other stuff. But is that a problem?
Is it a problem, Professor?
I don't know that it's a problem that one of the primals is down, but Soul, you look a little spooked about this guy.
Usually I think it's a problem when somebody who's supposed to be dead appears alive, because I don't think that man should be here.
Well, that's the problem.
Wait, that guy's supposed to be dead? Did I miss something?
No, you and Tabby now. Those who went to the feast, sorry, one sec, John. Those who went to the feast with Xenos would see a picture of him, like a painting of him on the wall. But
Like George Washington.
they might not put two and two together.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's the founder of the Garlean Empire, so there's gonna be iconography.
Was the outfit the same?
Yes, it was.
So
So,
you're saying that guy was supposed to...
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no. So you're saying that guy's supposed to be dead? I mean, he looked pretty living to me.
That's one thing I can agree with there. He looked alive to me, but
That was not like
that was the
that's
founder
even
of the Garlean Empire.
Wait,
That's even more concerning, because if he's supposed to be dead and he's obviously alive, and he just came here complaining about showing someone how to summon a primal, and it backfired, that's not a good combination.
Hey, and he couldn't have founded the Garlikians. I mean, that must be like, I don't know, some ancestor or something. Because if that's the case, I thought that was like many years ago, like over 100. Yeah, definitely over 100. He was counting on his fingers.
It was about, roughly 100 years.
Okay.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Oh, Kevin was right.
And sorry, how long has
Impressive.
Solus been?
Well, that's a young empire.
Yeah. Can I ask it?
Within the last 10 to 15 years.
Hey, Sal, can I ask how long does a Garlikian, how long do they age? I know there's people in our village that can live, a couple 100 years. Maybe this guy's just a really old guy, but looks really good for his age.
Well, we age the same as you, though some of us probably better with keeping our mouth shut so nobody takes offense.
I don't know how that would stop someone not aging well.
I feel like that was pointed at someone.
But yes, he should not be here, should not be alive. Or summoning primals.
You didn't see him summon anything.
Not a character that theoretically Carlos do not like when primals are summoned.
Garleans detest primals.
That's right.
It's there's nothing in the world they hate more, and they refer to them as icons, EIKONS.
Love that word. It's fun.
That's what they're calling the summons in Final Fantasy 16 also.
Oh, cool. I saw some gameplay footage. It looks
It
amazing.
does. It really does.
Wait,
I
so
could both see him doing that and be terrified of him doing that, Jess.
So Kevin looks around. Does he see any other primals?
You do not.
I don't see any more
It's gone
primals.
somewhere else, and then the Dotharl were like, "What the fuck?" and they flew after it.
How do we figure out if the primals are gone or dismissed? Like, how does one get rid of a primal outside of killing it? Can you just like, if you can make it like use gods of power to like summon them in, can you use God's power just to eliminate them too?
Well, I mean, you saw them kill one primal there, and I think the evidence is that there's still Quetzalcoatl out there.
All right, well, does that mean we gotta kill one of them too, and then kill the other one? I don't know what we're supposed to be doing anymore, Professor. I mean, after I almost died, like, I kind of got lost on. We came here, one, to help Sherman's family, which we can still do, but two, to deal with this primal situation, and I don't see any primals around.
Good for now, but we had 3 of them. That was only one going down. We don't know where the big rock one is. Titan, I think it was called.
Well, we just asked that Garlickian guy to, like, take him out, too. I mean, doesn't that make sense? He took out the first one, he can take out the other ones, too.
If you know how to find him after he just walked through a portal, please tell me.
Can't we walk through one of those portals, too? I mean...
Well, some of us can, but I have no idea where he went. Right. I mean, hey, Sal, do you know any more about this guy, this Garlickian? I mean, you seem like you know some more.
You know just about everything because he's taught as a subject in school, and everyone in the military knows about him. So any questions that they have, I can provide you with an answer for, and you probably know.
So is he like a good guy? He's fighting on our side, right? Got rid of the primal. Clearly has to be a good guy.
I don't think he was fighting the primal.
Well, how to get rid of that other primal then? I'm pretty sure that's killed it, no?
I don't think he did. I think he was complaining about teaching someone how to summon a primal, and it got messed up.
I mean, then where did the primal go?
You'll have to ask the Dotharl, because those were the ones riding on top of the Yol attacking the primal.
Alright, well then let's, maybe that's where we go next. We talk to them, but again, Sal, about this guy, anything like we really need to know about him? Like, is this something to be worried about, or are we good to go? Like, he's on our side.
I wish I could tell you, I thought I knew everything about him, but seeing him appear alive using magic and seemingly on the side of the primals, I'm questioning everything I ever knew about him now.
Alright, and if he's not from our time, I mean, was he a good guy back in history?
One of the best. But it seems like that's changed now.
You're tearing me apart, Emma.
Alright, so then that means he's a good guy. Alright. So, yeah, maybe we search him out at some point and see if he can help with the rest of the primal situation, and I'll see if he wants to work for us. It'd be nice to have another fighter on the team that can destroy primals.
I don't know if that sounds like a good idea, Kevin.
Well, how come?
Something tells me that he's working against our interests, not in the way that you're thinking.
I don't understand.
I figured.
I think he had a hand in summoning, or at least teaching somebody how to summon these primals.
What's wrong with that? I mean, if I could, ask Bob to send me a primal, I'd definitely do it.
Kevin, do you see the destruction that these things can wreak?
Right, the bad ones, but I'm saying like someone a good one.
I've yet to find a good one.
There's no such thing as a good primal, Kevin.
No such thing as a good primal. Well, then why does everyone using the fire?
I don't know if he realizes.
Well, because they can cause this much destruction, and if your opponent's destroyed, then your job's pretty much done, isn't it?
I guess, but I mean, there's gotta be something good about them. I mean, you wouldn't just summon something that was bad. I mean, or else I would make summoning primals like something you shouldn't do. You know? Professor, you okay? You have a really bad headache over there.
On many levels, I am not okay. All
As
things
much as I'd like
considered,
to, sorry.
I think we should get inside and figure out what we're doing instead of standing out here when anything could come flying by.
I guess, yeah, we can talk inside. I just don't, I don't think the primals are the problem. I think, Sal, you got a little bit too cautious there. I think, everyone should have a primal. Aren't we all safer if everyone has a primal?
As if almost on cue, you hear a roar coming from the distance, and it sounds like a growl mixed with a rock slide.
Oh.
Oh, I agree with Professor, though. Well, I think it's time to head inside.
Go inside.
We'll head back inside the cave.
Okay. So, you're on the cave.
So, maybe we talk to the village elder. Maybe she knows what's going on more.
Sherman's with us, right?
Yep.
So I was gonna try and pull her aside and say, well, the coast is clear, and the primal sounds like it's far off. Maybe we should get to another cave that doesn't only have one entrance.
I don't know if that will be possible. This cave is
Just a horrible whistling.
this cave is hard enough to get. This cave is hard enough to get to before it was damaged. We still haven't been able to survey the damage and see if there's even a way to get down.
Yeah, good point. I mean, okay. Let's figure out what we gotta do next. First off, where's Millie? I haven't seen her around.
Kevin, you remember the tunnel?
No. What tunnel?
I'll walk him over to the tunnel.
Okay,
yes,
as you go back in the cave, it looks like the atmosphere among everyone in there is pretty jovial, and they're like celebrating. You see plenty of people with drink. They're just very excited that they saw a primal just go down. So that they have no idea about the person who appeared behind you.
I guess I didn't hear that primal scream.
Don't drink the tea.
Well, I mean, they might have heard that, but that's not out of the ordinary right now. So,
Gotcha.
All right, yeah, I see this tunnel. What about it?
This is where Millie was last night. And if you'll notice, it exits that way.
What's your point? Millie was here this morning. I mean, I might have been quiet, but I heard the scolding that was going on.
That was last night, Kevin.
Oh, that's right. I slept for a long time. I do feel much better. Wait. So you're saying Millie left?
That's what it seems.
Oh, I mean, I know we talked about her maybe not being in the group, but it's just maybe it's a situation. And almost dying, and almost DX dying. But we should probably go after her. I don't want her to get hurt.
I agree. I even if she's not going to stay with us in terms of traveling, I don't want to see her hurt. But the problem is, it seems like she probably has a good few hours start on us, and finding Millie when she's close is difficult.
Okay, well, I got a good idea. Hold on, Professor. I know the ear things are she took them off. Millie, can you hear me? Hey, look, I'm not so mad anymore, all right? I got better. I mean, you did almost kill me and almost kill DX. And, I think everything that Sherwin said was fair, but, I don't want you leaving. Can you hear me, Millie? Oh, I think you must be the static. Maybe you gotta yell. Hold on 1 second, and Kevin starts to yell.
Okay.
Same thing.
So anyone who has the link pearl in is just hears Kevin yelling in their head, not in their ears. Like, yeah, it sounds like Kevin mixed with static.
Link pearl out.
Yeah.
Nope, that didn't seem to work either.
Kevin,
Yeah?
she left her link pearls.
Oh, why didn't you tell me that sooner, Professor?
Hey, why didn't I?
Okay. So maybe we can get some of our best trackers on her. Maybe, well, I don't know if Sherwin's village would want to help track her at this point outside of wanting to kill her. But we can't just let her go.
Not a case of us letting her go, I don't think, Kevin.
I don't get it. I mean, we left together, and I want to make sure we all return together.
Right. I don't... Kevin, I wish I had an answer. I don't.
But you got all the answers, Professor. You always got the answer.
If that were the case, we wouldn't be in this position, Kevin.
Hold on, DX, what do you think we should do? I mean, you're one of her best friends. If anyone would listen to her, listen to someone, Millie would listen to you.
Oh, I didn't realize you saw me standing there, Kevin. I came to see what you were yelling about.
Yeah,
Well,
Millie's
that Millie-
gone.
What?
She left. She took the ear thingy out, and she ran away.
Well, why'd you run away?
I think, she was upset about getting scolded at. Like, my kids do that from time to time, and then they just get another beating, and then they learn not to run away again. But in this specific case, did Millie ever run away in the village with you? I mean, outside of me, I felt like you guys got along real well.
Yeah, well enough most of the time. We had our troubles a week or two ago, but before that, it was great. And she never ran away. She would sneak out occasionally, but she always came back.
Okay.
Why would you scold her though? That's what I don't understand.
Oh, for almost killing us. I think that definitely deserves a scolding.
Almost killing us.
Oh, you didn't hear. Okay, so the way I understand it is, so Millie gave Sherwin's kid the tea. It wasn't ninjas.
No.
Yeah, I don't think Millie knew that, would kill you. I mean, or else if she did, I'd have to kill her, and that's the last thing I'd want to do, I think. And so it wasn't ninjas, it was Millie. And, once all the group found out about it, Sherwin gave her some yelling, and a professor gave her some yelling, and, I think everything that happened in the right way. I'm even glad that Sherwin slapped her. I mean, I would have punched her.
She tried
Wow.
to, but Sid stepped in between them.
Oh.
So she must be super upset. I know how she feels. I wasn't always the most popular person in class. I had to work at it, and I can see why she's upset. And maybe she's also on having a hard time. But I don't want to let her go. It's dangerous out there. I mean, with the primals running around and all the things we've encountered, I don't know if she can make it on her own.
Yeah, that's very unwelcome news.
Yeah, there's time for punishment and there's time for helping. And I think this is the time for helping. What do you think, Professor?
We can go out there to where her tunnel ends and see if there's any kind of sign of where she went, but I want to make sure she didn't run into those primals, but outside of that, we can't be running around with these primals either.
No, well, that's true. That's true. Huh. I don't know what to do. Hold on. I gotta put on my thinking cap for this one. And you see Kevin looks like he's like trying to poop. He's not pooping, but that's the idea. He's sitting kind of in silence, clearly in thought.
Professor, we might want to move because sometimes that can happen. I'm gonna go to the end of the tunnel and see if I can see Millie with my goggles. I'll run off to the.
I'll I'm with you.
It's a little bit of a hike to get up there. It's pretty far. Some, what did I say last time? 5,000 homes. Some
9,000.
9,000 homes. Right.
Exactly 9,000.
Yeah, it's not over 9,000.
It winds a bit to hit exactly 9,000.
Yeah.
Just to get you right to the point of climax and let you down. Anyway, as soon as you get to the top, you realize that you're not at the top of the mountain range. You are basically lets out onto a side of the mountain that you could slide, crawl, climb down to varying degrees of success to get to the bottom of the chasm step. And if you turn around, it's steep to the point where it's almost vertical if you try to climb up. And she probably didn't go that way, is what you're guessing. You're looking out with your goggles, and Millie's nowhere to be seen. She's had several hours head start at this point.
I got it. Kevin goes on.
I wasn't done.
All right.
You do notice, appearing to be larger than the last time you saw it, around the same area where you first saw it, is Titan. It's still moving around, and you just kind of see. What do you do?
Pete.
All right. On the towel.
No, like near the
I'll get it.
bottom left corner.
Wants attention. So, he's kind of just milling around, picks up a boulder, chucks it into the ravine, walks around, does other things. Now he's pooping?
Yes.
I'll clean it up in a second. Jesus. It's been so good. I lost my train of thought.
Chucking rocks on the ravine.
Yeah, Titan's just kind of milling about. All of the people that you'd seen it around previously, it doesn't look like there's anyone there anymore.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I don't see any sign of her, Professor. I'll hand you the goggles. You can take a look yourself. The only thing I saw is Titans down there kind of milling about. Milling. Okay. He's wandering aimlessly.
Come on.
Problem is, I don't even think Millie would have left tracks here to even give us an indication of which direction she'd have gone in. And with that much head start, I don't know which way we start looking.
Professor, can you hear me?
Yes, Kevin.
All right. Came up with a genius idea to find Millie. We gotta talk to Fifi, because Fifi was all about books, and she'd know what to do. Right? See? You told me sometimes just sitting and thinking is the right way to proceed. And I did it, and I came up with a great idea.
Hold that thought. We'll be back down in a minute.
You know that's impossible for me to do, Professor, but I'll try my best.
He was talking about thinking, right?
He was talking about thinking.
Okay.
I believe Millie'd be smart enough to not go near these primals, but...
See her riding on one in the distance.
This is not a good situation, Deus.
No, I agree, Professor. But I think probably our best course of action is to get back to the group and see what we need to shore up the defenses here, because the tribe needs our help, and we still have 2 primals out there. And even though
I wonder if there's any way from here to get them to a different spot.
Well, we were talking about maybe baiting them out into the burn, and that way they can't absorb any ether from the land, and maybe they can weaken and die there.
We'd have to have plenty of ether to lure them that close to something so problematic for them.
Yeah. Well, one thing I did notice in that primal fight when Quetzalcoatl took down Tritok was that it didn't hang around to absorb the extra ether from the primal. It was just out there dissipating, which is good because it means that there's a finite cap to how much they can absorb. So I'm thinking they're probably like a battery and they need to recharge every once in a while. But once they get to a certain point, they're not going to get any more powerful. So I think that's good news, at least for us. We know a little bit more about what we're dealing with.
It's a good hypothesis. Titan definitely looks like he's a bit bigger than the first time we saw him, but he wasn't involved in that last fight, so... Alright. For now, let's get back down and tell Kevin why we can't talk to Fifi.
Okay. All right, let's go. Head back.
It doesn't affect anything, but Soul has used sending to send a message to Millie asking her to come back. And if not, just to be safe.
You're sending a message?
Sending, using the sending spell.
There doesn't seem to be any response.
Your spell's on unread.
Still send it every time, just in case.
Our friend from Final Fantasy joined. He's watching now. Hi, Inu.
Hello.
All right, that's it. That's who the new person is, in case you guys didn't know.
Hello.
As you get back, you see Kevin with his eyes closed, sweat like coming down. His like he's been running a mile, and like in full concentration.
Kevin.
No, like, don't talk to me. Hold the thought. Oh, Professor. Okay. What I was trying to tell you was something. Fifi. Lost
You
it.
had you had the okay. No. You had the idea to contact Fifi.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea, Professor. Why don't we contact Fifi?
We can't.
Why can't we just use the thing on, the ear thing?
Do you not notice the static when you use that, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just that's the sound it made when it was working.
I will tell you, the static seemed since Quetzalcoatl died, or not Quetzalcoatl, since Tritok died, still there, but it's not as strong as it was.
From what I understand, the only way to Fifi's nowhere near us right now, and the only way to get that far is if we're near an actual aetherite.
Oh gosh, okay. Well, maybe we need to go to an aetherite then.
Well, Sherbin, where are the aetherites here?
So out of character, which one is closest to where they're currently located?
The closest one, like as the crow flies, is the Dawn Throne.
Alright. Well, if you're feeling brave, you could head over to the Dawn Throne. That's the closest aetherite to us at the moment. But again, it's the Dawn Throne.
Been pretty well exposed right now.
Alright, well, let's just put a pause on the plan. And it's...
We're kind of exposed, but I kind of like that, because that means there's something to fight. But for you guys who don't want to fight stuff like cowards, I mean friends, didn't Deus just say that Titan is like fucked off all the way away from us somewhere?
Not in so many words, but yeah.
I was hearing Edenar at first, and I'm like, oh boy.
Alright, well, if Titan's gone, we make a quick run down there. Maybe we can contact Fifi, and maybe, I don't know, Fifi can figure out a plan to find Millie. You guys didn't see any what's that stupid thing you guys keep making us eat? Tastes terrible, but makes you feel really good.
The Archon loaf?
What? The loaf? Yeah. Did you see any of the crumbs of that loaf? Because, in every single book that was read to me about people running off, they leave breadcrumbs. And maybe she left some breadcrumbs there, too.
I think that's only in cases where people want to be found, Kevin.
So you're saying there were no breadcrumbs?
I am saying there were no breadcrumbs.
All right, well, yeah.
That'll work.
Well, let's just quickly go down to the Aetherite and see if we can contact Fifi, then quickly come back. We'll make it a small team that can move nimbly and swift. Like me. We'll take one of the birds.
How far is the flight to the Dawn Throne from here?
If you were to fly directly there from here, it'd be about a 15-minute flight.
I'm pretty sure Fly can carry us. Come on, let's see if she's okay. That was the biggest.
You named your Falcon.
Yeah, that was the biggest Falcon.
Adam's actually about to be here, and he's got Commander or Corporal.
Yay.
What was it, Corporal Wormeater?
Yeah.
Was it Corporal, or did he promote him?
No, Corporal. He demoted him.
Demoted him.
It was Sergeant to begin with, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like, oh, Corporal. Okay.
Why did he get demoted?
He rose in the ranks too fast. You gotta
Yeah.
break him down.
He said he was promoting him too, and so it's like the bird is just like this, like standing up taller.
It's
Alright,
girlfriend.
If you and Harry ride on Corporal, and then DX and I will ride on Fly, then we can get down there and back fast. We'll leave everyone else here. Small team. Just so we can talk to Fifi.
By the way.
And then Fifi should know, right? In case Millie shows up, make sure the room's ready for her or whatnot.
I guess that's an option. I think we have enough birds that we don't need to share.
I think it's better to be, instead of seeing 4 birds, if you throw 2, it's more sneaky.
But if we all have to move, it's less things for it to keep track of.
I mean, yeah, we can take 4 birds. Fine with me.
And you want to be careful as well, because the Dotharl were on the Yoles, and Yoles are not known to be very gentle birds.
Okay. Well,
The Dotharl, are they people we want to be dealing with?
They're very passionate people. Very passionate. And
That's a word for it.
eager. What?
Said that's a word for it. From what I understand, what I know of the Dotharl, and keep in mind, a lot of this is secondhand, you don't want to be on their bad side. And quite often, you don't want to be on their good side either.
well, what side's left?
Exactly.
Also, keep in mind this, and I don't know how welcoming it'll be for people that aren't of the step to be flying into the Dawn Throne.
Well, what do you guys say when we do then? Just do nothing? Don't go talk to Fifi right now? Just sit here while Millie's out? Might be dead?
I don't like it any more than you do. We have everybody to worry about keeping safe here too, as much as
Ears. Are you caught
Kevin,
up? Sorry to interrupt. Are you caught up on what's going on?
Yeah. Millie is now the CEO of Cliffhangers Inc.
Okay.
And she split off to make her own,
rivalry
franchise.
franchise.
Yeah.
What was that? I think that might have been
Bad to do,
Dice.
Paul.
What's up? What's up?
Okay, we're good. Go ahead. Sorry, please continue.
Kevin, it's like I said to Tadeus, I don't have an answer for this. We're not in a good spot. We have a whole group of people here that need to be safe, as well as us.
How do you do 2 things at once? All right, let's call this to a vote. I mean, I can't just abandon Millie. I'm good conscience, but I do have an oath to keep to Sherwin.
Nobody wants to abandon Millie.
Well,
We all want to
that's
make
what
sure
we're
she's
doing.
safe.
If we don't go out and try to help now, isn't that the same thing as an abandoning her?
I gotta be honest with you, Kevin, if she has hours of head time on us, we couldn't find her if we wanted to.
Sounds like she abandoned us.
Ouch.
All right. Well, I said we call to a vote. I mean, it's the only logical way to go through it, right? If we go out now, search for Millie, or we trust Millie's gonna be okay, and we talk to Fifi when we get a chance. Stay here for the time being. That fair?
Those are our only options right now.
All right. Well, then let's gather everyone together. Oh, you're already here. That made it convenient. All right. We have a vote here. Official capacity of all the voting members of Cliffhanger Inc. Is that our name? Cliffside Residence Hangar Inc. It's on the card. Anyway.
Cliffhangers Incorporated.
Yeah.
Vote for one to go out, save Millie, talk to Fifi, and try to figure out how to find her and get her back. That's
I might
vote
be
one.
more organized than Kevin here, so let me see if I can do. All in favor of going out looking for Millie, say aye and raise a hand.
Ah,
You know what? I gotta say that, you know what? I need someone to spar with who's on my level, so I say we go look for her.
Kevin stares at DX.
DX stares back at Kevin.
So I count 3. All those opposed, and seeing that Millie probably doesn't want to be found right now, and we just go on with our lives and maybe cross past the game.
Oh, someone dropped out.
Oh, it's Dylan. He was only listening for him. What do you say? All in favor of moving on with our lives, as Millie clearly is moving on with hers, say aye and raise your hand. Aye. Harry, you're there.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, the whole group is.
I always assume if
We're back in the caves.
we're back in the caves.
He's just eating popcorn.
So Sid and Sherbin are there as well. And Kevin, obviously. So Kenji raises his hand.
Look, I don't care what you decide to do about Millie. I don't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into that cave and I'm going to try to find the Khan. Unless she's already left for her morning prayers, then I'll have to go there as well. But I'm going to try and convince her to see about moving the tribe to a safer place. And then if she agrees to it, or if she doesn't agree to it, I'm going to see with some of the other hunters about finding a safe way out of this cave, down the cliffside.
That sounded like a rather long-winded vote for moving on with our lives.
Sherba just turns around and she does a similar wave as she goes back to the cave.
I mean, you're already in the cave, so I'll just say you're going back, like, looking for the Khan.
All right, that's
Yeah.
only 2 votes. I mean, Professor, DX, I don't see a vote from you. Harry? Sal?
It was a pretty bad poison. Does Kevin still show the effects of being poisoned?
No, Deus and Kevin, as of today, are fully functional. They have
Deus too?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Well, because it was given to Kevin, who then shared it with Deus.
Yeah, I was able to get 40% of the drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
But Sid got upon them and did the restoration to remove the poison.
You know, I like to think that Kevin's generosity is what saved both of us. So
Kevin,
there
you're
you
a
go.
good guy. I mean, just like superficially, you guys had a rough night. Do you look like you're hungover? Just for.
Well, I feel like I'm still tired, like you know, but I'm able to do stuff and move around without too much discomfort.
Yeah.
Mine is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's something to base the role playing.
Kevin looks a little whiter in his
Like
you know,
pale,
bluish,
like
blue,
throwing
yeah,
up
you
all
know,
night.
yeah, just a little whiter.
Harry's gonna start walking down where Sherbin went and sort of stop and, well, Millie was a good soul, but desertion in the time of war, combined with an egregious attack on her fellows. Millie was a good soul, but she will remain in the past for us. That's it.
All right, that's only 3-3 so far. I mean, then that means the CEO has the more power of the vote.
Okay, well, how about everyone in favor of going to the Dawn Throne to see if there's a way to kill these primals? Vote.
I'm for that.
Oh, the alcoholic, yeah.
Wait, and we could go talk to Fifi there too, right?
Yeah, if we go to the Dawn Throne, you can do all the stuff you want to do. But as far as looking for Millie, I think that we should let Millie be for the moment.
Wait, so
What I
we
know
gotta
about
vote
her,
or leaving
Yeah.
Millie or with Millie?
it's a vote for doing something in the moment, Kevin. Because, like everyone else says, I don't think if Millie wants to be found, then she won't be found. And from what I know about her, she's a very capable young woman, sometimes too capable. But the thing is that we shouldn't be following after somebody when we already know where they might wind up. You know, she has contacts in Ishgard, so I don't think that we're going to be missing her for too long.
Fine. Clearly, I've been outvoted, and as I always said, I'm gonna do what the group wants to do. But remember, if she comes up hurt or dead, her soul should be on your consciences. And Kevin kind of storms off.
Don't put that on me.
Birds.
Millie doesn't deserve a friend like Kevin.
In retrospect.
You've been playing blitzball.
Kevin heads to the Eagles to kind of like prep them because he's gonna go fly to
Falcons.
the Falcons. Excuse me, the Dawn Throne.
You started off too high. We gotta
Full of hubris.
Yeah,
Too close to the sun.
That's why.
Lost a couple chevrons on the way
It
down.
doesn't help it off.
And he's gonna go prep 3 birds.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, it's nearing the end of the day when all this happened. I believe so.
No,
it was the
morning.
start of the day.
Yeah.
Right. Because Indira had just come back, and you guys had all that discussion with her. So yeah, it was more like afternoon that a whole primal attack went on.
Okay.
So it's getting close. It's still late afternoon at the moment.
Okay. So who's going to the Dawn Throne then?
I'm following Sherman because it sounded like she had a good plan.
Sherman's not leaving. She wants to go talk to the Ron.
And we're going to talk to the con.
Still again.
When Deus and I were up looking at the end of Millie's tunnel, it looked like there was any kind of way that the tribe could travel.
Technically, yes. For those who are capable of climbing and strenuous activity, they can get down to the ground at some point. It'll take some time and work, but it wasn't designed to be traversed, not by humanoids. But it clearly would be capable of getting to the ground.
Oh,
All right.
get that out of here.
That's okay.
Oh,
Knows that.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say.
Oh, are you getting a fly?
But who was it?
Oh, I knocked myself down. So that's
Okay.
very thin.
Kenji.
No, Millie knocked you down. She's right next to you.
You were next, but you didn't have the chance.
Wow.
Scary.
Surprise, Millie's been against you the whole time.
Just really bad at it.
And here I was like,
Magnus.
Soul's gonna go hang out at the end of the tunnel to see if she comes back.
Okay,
So
well, when you get to the end of the tunnel, it becomes very apparent to you that Millie is nowhere near it, and the chance of her getting back in this way is slim to none.
Soul's still gonna hang out just in case.
Okay.
I'm going back to the treatment hovel.
I can go to the Dawn Throne. I'll go too. Might be tough to fight.
Okay. Well, now let's go. I think Kevin's getting things ready for us.
Okay. Millie, what are you doing?
Oh.
Okay, sure.
War crimes. Just default to war crimes.
War crimes.
We are at
Yeah.
war.
You're gonna go look for some black rose.
Yeah.
All right, so the Falcons are inside the cave at the moment because you had the foresight of untying them and bringing them in when Quetzalcoatl was attacking. So the 7 remaining ones, you had 10. No, you had 9, right? Because Millie and Sherman.
Millie and Sherman were sharing one.
But I
I think everyone else had
requisitioned 10.
Okay, so it's just tethered behind you then. Okay, so you have 7 out of 10 of the Falcons left, including Corporal Warmeter. The wedding singer. Alright, so Harry and Sherbin. While they're getting ready, while they're making their preparations to go to the Dawn Throne, what are you guys? You're looking for the Hun, right?
Yep.
She appears to have had quite a bit to drink in celebration of watching Tritalk be downed. And she's sitting around on a couple of rocks that, are flat on top. They're using those for chairs. And there's several of them there. And you approach.
Rock?
Huh?
Several rocks or people?
People sitting on the rocks.
Also,
It's like a drinking
post
circle.
celebration. Oh,
What was that?
post celebration because it's the morning.
No, it's not the morning. It's the late afternoon. They just saw Primal go down, and as soon as they came back in, they started celebrating it.
Okay, day drinking.
Yeah. Day drinking indeed. It's a celebration.
D&D. Day drinking.
Accurate.
Before we get there,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna. Harry wanted to pull Sherman aside just to Sherman, what's our angle here? What is our goal? How are we gonna convince this Khan of what we need?
Well, depends on how sober she is.
I'm sober enough
Might
to hear
have-
you talking about me.
Oh, good.
Glad to have it.
Sorry.
That was a hilarious movie.
I'm looking straight ahead, and Bob's sitting on an ottoman, and Fenrir's on the ground, and he's just standing there, and then all of a sudden he just pounces on top of Bob and falls off the other side.
Your failed acrobatics roll.
Sorry. You just caught me off guard.
But the Khan really did respond.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Khan. Nice. Khan! Congratulations.
On. That's how it's pronounced.
Khan.
That's not her saying it. It's one of the people sitting over with her.
Friend, I know what I'm doing.
Would you like a drink?
No, friend. Well, there are too many more important things to be focused on now.
More
We
for
are in
me.
war. Yes,
And
yes.
just starts sipping his cup.
Out of character. That's shocking. I never thought I'd hear Harry say that.
Did you miss when Harry emptied out his flask and left it behind?
Harry was called
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Sherbin had other things on her mind.
Oh, then it's not out of character because Sherbin.
Sherman wasn't there.
Sherman
No,
wasn't
only
there.
so.
I think it was only me, wasn't it?
Oh, now that you mention it, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, my lady. We didn't want to disturb the celebration, of course, not without good reason. But we wanted to discuss the possibility of evacuating this cave and seeking shelter elsewhere, considering what happened with Quetzalcoatl.
Well, given that one of the 3 major threats is gone, it might be a good time to move. If our scouts can locate where the other primals are before we move, that would be safer.
Right. Could we also send some people out to find or scout for another place to head to? A safer place?
Or you don't already have a place in mind. So why should we leave the cave then?
Because we would be trapped again if another primal came and tried to get into the cave.
They cannot fit to the entrance.
No, but they don't need to exactly be in here. You saw what Quetzalcoatl. Oh no, you weren't here. My apologies.
No, but I saw.
Quetzalcoatl. Go ahead.
I saw the damage.
Right, and that's just from having its head and snout, barely even its head, in the mouth of the cave. If it wasn't for Sid, we all would have been dead to that monstrosity's breath.
Khan, is there only one way into this cave?
Yes, there's only the one way in or out.
So if some sort of giant beast were to destroy or damage that entrance, causing a rock slide or a cave-in, there would be no way out. And we would have an entire tribe stuck with limited food, limited water, limited drink, though I won't be participating in that, and limited time before they start tearing each other apart, poisoning each other, trying to kill each other. We need to get out of here. We need to get to a more defensible position, and we need to do it quickly, Khan.
Is your friend alright? He seems to be having a manic episode.
He has a few good points, and he means well, but I agree with him. If we would want to stay here, remain here, we need to find another way out of this cave besides just the one entrance, or one obvious entrance.
My darling Sherbet, I appreciate your willingness to step forward and help in this time. I'm sure it's penance for the fact that you were not here when we needed you. But
Khan, I would ask you to stand down for that. I understand that you are some sort of leader here,
you
but
are not one of us. We tolerate your presence. That doesn't mean you could speak up to me.
friend, I will ask you to apologize to Sherman.
Okay.
Or else.
What's the resistance to that?
It's not.
It's just straight up.
He gets advantage for 1 minute on social checks,
That's all
and
it is, right?
then afterwards they immediately become hostile
Hell yeah.
because it's so bad.
It's so good.
Red for the blood that will be spilled.
What? Oh man. So we're both making new characters.
The con's gonna be like, Sherman, your friends are assholes. What the fuck?
Asshole who saved you.
Sherman was there when the primals were attacking and the Con wasn't. So.
Maybe we need a new con.
I made.
What is
We
this,
moved to
Fallout?
vote, provide a vote of no confidence
Yeah.
in the Senate.
Calm down, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar who brought that?
No,
No,
no.
he wasn't a senator yet, right?
No, he became a senator afterwards.
He was a stand-in for her.
Yeah, he voted.
He was like an
that coward,
assistant
he
with
said.
her.
He voted no.
Yeah, and then they, because after episode 1, the Gungans got their own Senate seat.
Man, politics, but the best part of the prequels. Anyway,
I actually.
I did. I liked it. I
Oh,
tried
sorry,
something
the
new.
separatists were right.
So what is it that you're doing?
I was trying to intimidate the con into apologizing to.
They froze.
Mm, no, we have motion but no sound.
Now it got hot again in here.
How about now?
You can hear us?
Yep.
Yes.
Let me just quickly check the video.
Sure been throwing all the shade at Millie's tongue.
Millie have hours to escape, or?
Yeah, because she's basically, when people were figuring out what to do, Millie's plan was, we need an exit. So she started using mold earth to make a tunnel out of the back of the cave. Then she got a good chunk through it, and then the whole falling out happened, and then she closed up the wall with just some air holes to give herself privacy, and then while everyone was sleeping, made the rest of the tunnel and escaped.
Now connected to David's file.
It's very slowly boring a hole 5 feet at a time.
Spoon.
Shotgun style.
What am I doing?
Just the light.
Oh, the light.
Yeah. So it was slow going because she had a light.
Okay, sorry about that. Apparently our surge protector was no longer providing power.
No worries.
It was protected from surges. Gave its life and service.
Is that so? Is that so?
Or the con can protect things outside of the game.
Millie did it.
Okay, I was having a hard time hearing it. Okay. Where was I? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
sorry. What was the last thing you heard?
Separatists.
Separatists were right.
Okay.
There's two hunters wrestling, two hunters discussing Star Wars over there.
Yes.
Oh my god, this is popular.
Okay.
It's
You
called
cast
Shark.
Friends. What are you doing with that?
Oh, friends, the Khan got out of line and said something mean to Millie, so Harry tried
Not
to...
to Millie.
to
Say
Turbin.
something mean to Millie. Thank you.
And both of them. They're both...
No, mean about Millie. So it's different.
Intimidation. 28 to intimidate the Khan.
I forgot your intimidation was fucking whack.
That's ridiculously dumb high.
She stares at you. Like she's got murder in her eyes.
Murder in 60 seconds.
And she turns to Sherman. My comment was out of line. I know you're trying to help. I blame the drink. However, where else will we go? How are we safer out in the open than we are in this cave? At least
We
here,
look for
we can cover over our heads.
We look for another cave or a way out of the step.
You want us to leave the step? Our home?
Temporarily, until this primal situation has died down. Instead of us dying.
I'll take it under advisement. For the time being. The only place I could think to go to is below the Dawn Throne. There is a series of passages underneath. Emergency shelters.
All right. Well,
That sounds like a plan.
I do not
Sounds
ever
about-
want to see you again.
Yeah. Just walk away.
Man.
It just wore off, basically.
Just Bryan Cranston from Malcolm in the Middle speed walking away.
Common jogger.
Speed is 35, that's why his speed is faster.
Speed walk.
It's not just part of becoming a ranger, it's a hairy special.
No, that is the Ranger technique.
That's the
It's the
Ranger
secret technique for why they're faster.
Because they just wow.
Well, I'm at all
masters
range.
of power walking.
When you have charisma.
Aragorn behind the scenes.
So where did you walk off to?
I'm back towards where the group would be.
Okay, well they're prepping their falcon. Corporal Wormeater is still there. He appears to just be like anytime somebody goes to try to put reins on Wormeater, he like snaps at them, but he's like looking at you as you come up.
Hey, Harry, your Falcon's so I don't know, super mean. I even try to feed it, won't eat it. Not like Fly over here, and I take out more jerky. There you go, Fly. You're a good girl.
Kevin, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Got 1 second. Dexterity saving throw +0. Awesome. 8.
Okay. As you hold out the jerky, Fly bites at it and gets a piece of your hand too.
Oh,
not enough to like remove a finger, but like right in between your thumb and your pointer finger, it's like it's now the.
Oh,
You see Kevin like barely flinch, but still doesn't move his hand. See, Fly is super sweet.
but fly, at ease.
It actually.
I say that in bird, and then Corporal Wormy, get the troops assembled. I want to do an emergency inspection.
Always have speak with animals on.
Yes, Commander.
Once a day I cast it for free.
What is your rank?
Ellison.
I'm not familiar with this rank.
Never mind that. Present them now. I want to inspect.
Yes, Ellison Harry. And the rest of you just see this a little bit larger, but definitely chest out right now kind of bird, and it's just like squawking at the other birds, and they all kind of fall in line.
Amazing.
Harry, you
It's
okay?
a pecking
You
order.
Oh my gosh.
All right, take a D4 of inspiration.
That's pretty good.
You get 1 D4 of inspiration.
Harry, you okay over there? You were making real weird sounds.
Kevin, please, excuse me. I'm inspecting the formation here. Go up and down the line, look at the talons, make sure that their harnesses are all top shape.
They all appear to be, fighting fit, considering it's only like a couple of days ago that you got them, and they've been resting since then. But they were well taken care of in Doma. The only difference that you notice is there's a blood stain alongside one of the falcons that you haven't given a name. It doesn't appear to be his blood.
What the hell is this? Clean this up right now. Corporal Wormy, how could you let this bird fight in such terrible condition?
You wish to leave the blood of our fallen
What the
comrade.
hell is this? No, we have a uniform policy here.
You don't wear.
I hope you unfuck this real quick. Turn around one.
Yes, Ellison Harry, I'll unfuck this. And he like flaps over to the other bird and starts picking the blood out of its feathers.
Show me your footlocker.
Yeah. Talon locker?
Nothing but donuts.
Yeah. It's nothing but seed
Jelly
and
donuts.
empty shell. What the hell is this? We only eat before 600 in the morning.
You got a real way with these birds. They seem to really like you.
Kevin, when we are at war, we must always be ready to go. We must always be in fighting position. We must always be in fighting shape. And that is what I am trying to enforce on these birds. Make sure that they are disciplined, a fighting force that will bring us back home and bring themselves back.
Yeah, I like everything you just said. Yeah, fighting force. And you know what? I think it's time to give you a position in the company. Chief Fighting Officer, CFO.
I like the acronym, but
Harry's a fighter.
Kevin, that's something that you must know. Companies and infrastructure and economy is for building. War is only an industry of destruction. I thank you for this, but I must acknowledge my position as a destroyer and not a builder.
Interesting.
That is what I do here.
So you're
That is what-
saying there's lots of money to be made in the defense industry. I think this is perfect for us. I'm thinking we make this, we build a complex that's industrialized for military purposes, and then
I'm not. We could call it the military industrial complex.
Yes, that's exactly what we should call it. We'll call it the military industrial complex, and then all the governments will give us money. Harry, you're a genius.
Means more
Change
weapons.
the company name to Cliffwater.
Harry will be the CFO of Cliffwater.
All right, I think, are we ready to go?
The birds are all standing at attention.
All right, Eddie, stand down.
I hop onto the bird. All right, we're gonna go to the steps. We gotta be silent and swift and sneaky because we don't want to be seen by any of the big monster type people. All right, we're gonna get there, investigate, and try to talk to Fifi as well. DX, you ready?
Are we? We're
Yeah, I'm ready,
trying to
Kevin.
be quiet, right?
Yeah.
I think you're trying not to. We're not quiet, but not trying to not attract the attention of the two remaining.
chase. Would that count for
I
birds?
assume flying is just the same.
It's anything with a stealth check.
Anything? That's what I thought. Just a plus 10.
Yeah, it's a plus 10 to stealth checks for X amount of creatures.
It's not really that out of the ordinary.
No, I'm just saying, like, they could, like, stealth.
Each creature you choose. Okay, cool.
I mean, Pass Without a Trace is magical stealth.
Okay, so Harry will cast Pass Without a Trace, and it says for the duration, each creature you choose within 30.
It will conflict with your speak with animals because they're both concentration.
That's fine.
Sounds like this as a new thing to make for Harry.
What's
A
that?
translator?
A bird translator.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay. Okay. So, the birds, as soon as you climb on top of them, you cast Pass Without a Trace. Do you tell Wormeater that you're not going to be able to talk to him? At least not in bird?
All right. Radio silence there, Corporal Wormeater. We will not continue to speak until we get there.
It looks at you, and it opens its beak as if it was going to make a sound, and instead it just pulls up its wing as far as it can get towards its head and puts it back down.
I'll return the salute.
Yeah.
Hey,
Give it a little pet behind the ear hole.
He tries very hard to remain stoic, but he curls into it a little bit. Okay. What were you saying, Kevin?
Oh, hey, Harry, how'd your talk go with the con?
The con was amenable to our suggestion.
Yeah, I don't know what suggestion it was, but I'm glad she was bendable to it.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
good, right?
Yes. It was good, Kevin.
It was good.
It means good.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah, when is Wormeater going to be promoted to captain?
Captain?
Captain Falcon?
Well, he has to get
Oh my
OCS
God.
first,
That's
dude.
a go. Well, I mean, if he gets a Medal of Honor, then you can get 2 years.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything before you leave the cave system?
Not me, not
Okay. Um,
I'm a warrant officer.
I need some water. Give me a second. My throat is parched.
Parts like the burn. It's a sign. We're on the right track.
Let's talk him down. Talk him down.
Alright. So it's everybody except for Sherbin is going with you, is that right?
Saul wasn't going either.
You're not going.
No.
And
Oh,
I think
sure.
Sid went to the hovel, the treatment hovel.
Okay, so you're not going either, Sid.
Wait, so just-
Where you gonna go with us?
So then, for player Adam, exactly who's going, who's not going?
I'm going.
You're
Kevin's
going.
going. Harry's going.
Harry's going.
And then it sounded like Omega.
Omega and
Kenji.
Kenji, okay.
Yeah.
So and then those who are staying, Saul, Sid, Sherbin,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
What?
okay, yeah. Oh, Todd, where's Tavi? Is Tavi?
Oh, Tavi, I guess, would be staying too. He might not make. Well, no, we'll have Tavi. Tavi would go with, I think.
Would he?
I feel like he would.
Okay.
Genbu doesn't go.
Genbu's not with you, right?
He's with us in spirit.
He's with.
Yeah.
This is gonna come crashing with chocos.
With that sorted,
Into the door.
the Falcons, in single file order, like with you on their backs, like hobble out of the cave, and as soon as they're somewhere where there's more room, they spread their wings and take off, one after the other, just kind of launching off of the side of this mountain
Your
here.
Flight of the Valkyries going.
Yes.
That's
yes.
Harry's new music background.
And straight line right to the Dawn Throne, which you can see very clearly from here. It's a big structure. So you're flying straight over there. Is anyone doing anything during this journey, or do I just describe it?
Or being stealthy, I guess.
Well, you cast Pass Without Trace.
Well, that's the plus
Okay.
10 to stealth.
And we're flying single file too, so we can add our numbers.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone who is going,
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
one set of tracks.
Yeah.
everyone who's going, roll a stealth check, please.
Oh no.
And I'll roll
Plus 10.
10, I don't know, this is 10, 26
Many.
or something.
Omega is very stealthy.
Man, if only Millie could get past
Kenji's
without a trace on
not.
top of that. Just invisible.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And wait, who else was going
No,
on?
even need your roll up platform.
I think it was just them.
The
Omega and
minimum
Kenji were the
she would
NPCs, yeah.
have is 20 with a natural 1. And then she has advantage on every check, and every check has disadvantage.
Imagine if we have that player in our party. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, no player like that exists. No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
This is a
Sounds like
fantasy
you're
game.
talking to one of the NPCs I control.
Kevin rolled a 5.
That's what happens to your character if you retire it and they're not dead. I control them.
Yeah, control. Oh, like Call of Cthulhu?
Don't forget to add your modifier in there, John.
Characters, so you have to keep track of.
Well, it's a 15 because you get plus 10.
Oh, sweet. Kevin rolled a 15.
Okay, cool. 25. Yeah. Even with
Oh no, 15 total.
You rolled
Total 5. Kevin rolled a 5.
well, the only one of you that had a particularly bad stealth roll was Kenji. Yeah.
Funny
But
for a dude with no armor.
averaging out, you're okay. You're flying along. It's a very smooth trip. It's actually it's warm, but not too hot outside. The air is fairly still, but as you're flying through it, it's rushing against your face. And you, despite being on high alert, you don't spy Titan or Quetzalcoatl anywhere. You don't see any Yols in the sky. The birds.
Big birds.
Yeah, the ones whose eggs you're
Oh,
here to
that,
get.
yes, that's why.
How do they compare to the Falcons in size?
They're almost double in size. Hey, welcome back. So, almost doubled in size. And you're flying along, and you're about 2/3 of the way there when... Actually, hold on. We've got Kevin... Yeah, okay. Several of you, all of you would notice movement below you. And it's a little bit hard to tell because you're pretty near to where where Tritok exploded upon death, and looking down, like you can still see ether rising into the sky, and the grass is still on fire in the shape of his body, which is odd. But what?
Nice.
Yeah. However, a little ways away, you see a child running away from a big plant monster. And it looks like that plant monster is a cousin to the one that you saw in the Dravanian hinterlands when you were making your way to Kurthis, that the Garleans were fighting. So this appears to be some variant of Malboro, and it's chasing after this little child. Let's see. Best way. Well, would you be able to see them clearly from up here?
Are they more than 4 miles from us?
You got the
No,
glasses, right?
they're almost directly beneath you. Okay, white hair, wearing a light blue button
Very stressed
shirt,
child.
Oh, yeah.
tan pants, and a small backpack, and you realize it's probably not a child. It might be, but it's definitely a Lalafell.
Leave it.
Okay, see, I was like, oh, we gotta save this. No. Yeah, no, it's like.
That's one of you.
This Lalafell slander will not stand.
They just fly just close enough to cheer on Marlboro and fly away.
Let's give it like a high five in passing.
Is that Millie? Let's go! And Kevin directs.
Wi-Fi guidance or inspiration.
Yeah, bardic inspiration on Marlboro, man.
Yeah, Kevin directs his fly to fly down towards the child.
Get back in formation.
Oh, I think I see Millie down there. And is flying
I'm gonna do
towards.
it again. I was just
I guess
joking
not
about
the child to the tree monster, and is going to plunge once he gets within little something feet, 30 feet, and will
Well,
plunge.
how many of you actually broke ranks to go down?
Well, I would have followed
That's-
Kevin
yeah,
down.
Court martials everywhere.
We got our book. This is the dog shoot this
have
out
your
like
ass.
I know,
years ago. This is what I've been.
I would say that Kenji and Omega would likely follow,
Yeah, this
seeing
is-
a big monster fight.
Felt Omega for sure.
Yeah. And
Damn it, Kevin!
do you chase after them, or you keep?
I chase after Kevin.
Okay. Well, with the entire group worth of falcons diving down, this plant creature with a lot of eyes, kind of like eye stalks pointed up, sees all the falcons coming for it, stops chasing, and goes the other way. Like you see like 7 birds barreling down at you. You're like, no, fuck this. I'm out.
Yeah. Plants natural enemy are birds.
I mean, if fewer of you guys went, there might have been a fight, but.
Kevin changes direction to the little lollipop, and once he gets close, he realizes it's not Millie, but still heads towards the lollipop.
Okay. How do you react?
Well, noticing that the big scary plant monster has stopped chasing me, it'll Lalafell awkwardly slow down the hobble gait that they have. And
Catch your breath.
Yeah, just like hunch over, just like.
Oh, Poppy Sprint. I see the wall running in game. Arms are in it. I just love it. It's so good.
Considering I can blow up most of the shit that would chase after me, and I look like that, I'm okay with it.
Yep. But it's extra cute when Tataru does it.
Tataru has no class. She tried to be a summoner and failed. That's all she has.
So, well, I just meant the running.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So continue.
Are you okay? What are you doing out here?
Failing to make friends with plants. You're very mean
Right,
plants out here.
Yeah, why would you want to make a friends with the plant? Plants aren't friendly. They're food, usually.
That would look friendly.
What are you doing out here? You gotta get out of here. There's titans and primals and big scary things.
Friend, how did you get here?
You're still on the, like, are you airborne or are you on the ground?
I'm like 10 feet above, like
Hovering?
Yeah,
hovering. Yeah.
Hover. For the sake of this,
Yeah. I
Look
mean,
it up.
considering I've gone AFK while riding a falcon in game many times, yes, they can cover.
So Lalafell just stares up at Kevin being the currently speaking voice. It's just,
Friend, how did you get here? And what are you doing here?
Right, little kids shouldn't be out here.
Kevin, this is not a child.
Clearly, it's a child.
No. Kevin, this Fifi and the others that we'll speak of this later, Kevin. How did you get here? What are you doing here?
Dalen into?
Harry never met them.
No, but Kenji.
Oh yeah,
Down in the
yes. Thank you, Kenji.
well, I wasn't here, and then I was here, and that's how I got here.
Insight. What the heck's up with this, man? This is whack. Oh, 20 something.
Many. 20 many.
20 big.
Don't worry about it.
29.
20 big. Just rolled on the dice. It says big.
I got a big roll. No, it was an 18 plus 11.
That's too bad. I was gonna
Plus
ask
11.
Okay.
Millie's skills were good.
No,
I mean, he's got a specific set of skills.
expertise. Yeah.
He's Liam Neeson. All right. Very clearly, something's amiss. You don't immediately get the impression that it's dangerous, but not entirely truthful.
Hey, Harry, I think this little kid might be sick. Maybe he's suffering ether sickness. That thing? Ether sickness?
Oh, I was gonna say that sounds like a good diagnosis, but I didn't know it was not even a disease. It is a thing. It is a sick thing. The professor's not here. No one amongst us can detect magic. Can Deus detect magic?
Nope.
Kevin can detect religion.
Yeah. I
He might be able to.
Professor wave his hands every once in a while. I think that's what he's doing.
He
Magic.
pulls out the Book of Bob and gauges their reaction, and that detects religion.
It's the mini people I'm going to have next level.
Don't roll low. So I want to detect thoughts or zone true.
Avi might have detect magic.
Both of those?
Oh, Tavi would have detect
Yeah, I
magic.
think so.
I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it's on the Reaper.
No,
spell
he's
list.
used it before.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. I had forgotten.
little rude to do that to somebody we just met.
People you travel with too, yeah.
Soul just casting sidelong gaze back at the caves.
I'm gonna cast a spell on you. It won't hurt. Okay, just stay there for a second.
Okay.
And it just kind of does the whole director's finger thing. Yeah, definitely magic here. The whole thing.
Kid, I mean, get out of here. I don't think it's safe.
How did you get here? Did you walk? Did you fly? Did you use the ether? Kevin, it is too strange for a lone traveler to come this far into the steppe, especially when there is a civil war, primals flying about.
Oh, you think this kid might be evil?
I don't see, unless I don't know what a primal is, but I don't see any.
You would see one fewer, for we have slain one. Do you know what a primal is?
No.
It is Junior lying?
What'd you get?
18.
You don't think so?
Strange.
I got here by running from that thing in the distance.
Strange. Kevin, I do not detect that he is lying, and that is my game, to detect lies and the truth. And yet this young... How old? How...
Looks probably teen-ish.
This person should know what a primal is if they are to exist in this world, but apparently has never heard of one. Something is strange here.
Well, it's not safe to be out here, kid. Are you trying to kill any of us?
You are going to get along with Kevin. Misunderstanding of idiomatic expressions, your necessity on literalism.
Are you trying to kill any of us?
No.
Are you
should
trying
I?
to kill any of Sherwin's people?
I don't know who that is.
That's a likely story. How about the con? You know the con?
I don't know what's a con.
Where were you 20 minutes ago? 20 moms ago.
Okay, so measurements of time are the same.
20 minutes ago, I was
Yes.
approaching what I now know to be an unfriendly plant creature.
And yesterday around this time, where were you?
Approaching friendlier plant creatures.
Clearly, she's out of her mind, Harry. Maybe we take her back to the village after we're done visiting the stone, and maybe the doctors can look at her. Oh, him.
Yes, but we
No, we don't know. No.
we are on a mission right now, Kevin. I don't know if we can spare the time to bring this stranger with us on our very important mission.
Look, I agree, but I can't just leave a little kid out here with a bunch of bad things running around. Bob would look at me and say, you can't come to the pearly gates.
It could be.
Hey, little kid, what's your name?
Aoul.
A ghoul?
Hey,
Oh, God! Kevin takes out a sword. Hey,
How
no
about
ghouls
three?
can be around here.
Three.
Aoul.
Ayo.
That's hard to say. Would you perhaps have some chalkboard? You could write that
You
down on?
guys should at least introduce yourself before you start grilling somebody. I don't know how many interrogations you've done, Harry, in the past. It just doesn't seem proper.
You're right. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, Kevin,
right now, friend.
you should know better. Your parents raised you better
No,
than
I
that.
know, but
Yeah. And Kevin. And
he says he's a ghoul.
you are Harry.
Yeah.
Hey,
Tavi. And this one is just Harry, as in Harry.
Pretty accurate, friend.
I never asked how he spelled it, but maybe.
You can call me Kenji, and he kind of tips his AO at you. That's the name of the hat, right?
Tips hair.
No, he's wearing his.
No. Aoul tips hair back at Kenji.
I'm Omega. You want to fight?
Stand out, Mega.
No.
Perhaps that would help.
No.
Are you a botanist? Because you seem interested in plants.
I like plants. I don't study plants professionally.
Do you study bottoms?
Maybe? What's a bot?
Many of them died to get us this information.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that sounds terrible.
It's all coming back.
Yeah, it's all full circle.
I'm proud of you, Kevin, for being able to break apart botany into botan, though that is incorrect. Nevertheless, why are you here?
Curiosity?
Where are you going next?
Nowhere in specific?
I don't trust
Harry, you can't talk to a crazy person.
How old are you, Eowul?
I don't keep track.
Where are your parents?
I don't have any.
You don't now, or you never did?
I don't think I did.
Clearly, there's suffering from some type of mental disorder.
Alright, so now I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts, because something's up. This is, what is it?
It's basically, I think, if I remember, you get like surface level thoughts for free,
Right, and then you can
probe deeper on a will save.
I wasn't planning on it like that.
But it's like, you know that, or the
If I succeed, it fails, and I know you tried.
Yeah.
But if you succeed,
then you
That's
don't.
all I
Well, I think I still know because the one in 5th edition sucks.
Right.
I forgot to ask who's writing this week.
That's a good ass question.
I think Jess goes after Poe, right?
Yes.
Jess, are you good to write?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yay.
I'll have the video up soon because I found a new way to encode it while we're recording, so it doesn't take me nearly as
Oh,
long
that's
to convert
awesome.
it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I can just set it to go to upload tonight when I go to sleep. So,
That's cool.
yeah. Okay, so
Does he always stare blankly?
I'm busy reading my spell book.
it's kind of this thing.
I feel like a little like detective notepad just flipping through, like, what the fuck's this spell?
No concentration, so we're no longer passing without a trace. So I'm going to
You all
cast
seem suddenly so much more visible.
Detect Thoughts.
No.
So for free, I get his surface level thoughts, and then my plan is, if it still doesn't add up, to try and probe deeper into, because Harry's idea is, it's very strange that this person has emerged here.
You get the Men in Black perspective, where why is there all these aliens and then a
Yeah, why is
6-year-old with a physics book?
Right, exactly. Like, especially when there's foul magics afoot.
Yeah. Okay, so the thoughts that you get are not exactly words. It's more feelings and images. And it's lots and lots and lots of flowers as far as the eye can see. Purples and pinks and greens. And then you just get a genuine sense, a feeling that it's communicating itself to you. Just,
All the plants are happening. Do I sense any fey magic?
yes.
Okay. Are Lalafell usually fey? No. Well, I mean,
Lalafell kind of keep their ancestry kind of private.
well, I mean, is he weird compared to most potatoes that I met?
I am
He's
a
exactly-
sweet potato.
He's a sweet potato.
Considering there's
He's
no
an heirloom
potatoes in this
potato.
world, there's popotos.
Okay. he's a potato.
I am what I am.
Wow.
There you go.
Every Lalafell you've met, depending on where they came from, is varying levels of different. Like no two Lalafells are the same, so it's really hard to say
Well, I mean,
if this is really out of character. or
No,
not.
no two snowflakes are the same, but like if one snowflake is like 6 feet long, that's weird.
Okay, your only experience with Lalafells are the ones that live in Eorzea.
Okay.
And you're far from Eorzea.
Okay, so-
Does that make...
Yeah, that make okay. So he's different than the Lalafell Harry has met.
Yes.
The one?
The one. Well, yeah, well, I was in the city.
I'm not racist. I know a
You
Lalafell.
would have met
I
a
know
lot
a
of them in
ton.
Grutana.
Yeah. They had a whole smuggling ring. Just walked between the legs of the guards.
Brilliant.
No, those would be the ones in Ulda.
Yes.
There's another one.
Strange.
On
Friend,
the
I
bottom shelf, I put it on the second shelf.
Appreciate you.
sense a lot. I sense that you are one with nature. I sense that you are connected somehow to Ilveg.
Meg.
With MH, right?
I think you said Beg.
Ilveg.
Meg.
Yep, MH is
Like
V.
Meg, M-E-G.
I thought it was MH.
Not in this dialect.
Ah, okay. Ilveg.
It's-
Thank you, voice from the sky.
Yeah, there's a lot of like inspiration from those things, but they don't follow it to the letter.
Okay. Or 2 letters.
It's a lot of Celtic.
Yeah, like
Yeah, well,
Celtic.
that's it. That's it. MH
At
in
some
Gaelic
point.
is the okay. Ilveg.
very nice to say someone's one with nature. I've been to Elmeg, does that count?
Yes, friend, it actually does. What? When were you in Elmeg? Was that where you were before? Now?
Looking at a watch.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at my wrist. It's time to go.
About a freckle past a hair ago. How long would you say we've been talking now?
Not very long. I don't know, like 5 minutes, right? Five moments. 5 moments. 5 moments.
Moments, yes. Moments.
Sunshine.
I think I've heard of that. The emoluments clause, something like that.
Oh, jeez.
35 minutes ago, before I started trying to make friends with plants. These plants, that plant.
I see. And
You know that coincides pretty closely to when you saw Tritalk get dismembered. Or
the
exploded.
monster died 35 minutes ago.
Around that.
The big one.
Wait. So the con was already trashed, like 5 minutes after the monster was dead?
She started drinking when she got back from her morning prayers because there's not much else to do.
Oh, yeah.
So it was
That's like
drinking to pass the time, and then, oh, you're already 3 cups in, and now it's time to celebrate.
It's not just that.
Post-hoc
Her
celebration.
cousin also got eaten by Quetzalcoatl, so she was drinking for that.
Don't like the cousin.
Yeah. Or the poor husband, apparently.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so the big monster died
I'm
recently.
drinking in celebration. What the fuck?
No, I don't know. It's the agency. Let you do what you
This
want.
is celebrating that Millie's gone.
Stay in your lane. Okay.
Bye, you know.
Here, we don't got time to deal with this. So there might be primals about. I say we just,
I still don't know what a primal is.
bring him along for right now. I can't leave a kid here. We'll figure it out. Look, it's just a kid. How much damage could a kid really do?
Cough, Millie, cough.
Kevin, we've seen the damage a child can do. A child that cannot necessarily be trusted around us.
All right. Well,
You bring a lot of children on your adventures?
The man does.
I mean,
How Omega's
they've got a
18?
point.
19. And a half, right? Almost 20 at this point.
Yeah, I guess I would look at her birthday.
I mean, you also brought the 3 Lalafels, and all
Yeah.
of them were under 20.
Kevin Lands.
Dale was like
Dale was
26.
26.
Dale was almost as old as...
Was
Yeah.
21 or something.
Or actually, Dale was even older, because Dale was almost as old as Sid, wasn't he? Like within a few years.
Contemporary.
Dale was a year younger than Sid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dale was in the game for such a short amount of time, I forgot. My bad.
Okay, Kevin Lance's bird gets off and says, "All right, kid, here's the deal. We have things to do. I can't leave you here on good conscience. So, here, you can ride with me. And if you do anything out of place, I might have to kill you. Now, I'm not supposed to kill kids, but if you try to hurt any of these party members, I swear I will do something real bad."
Can you warn me if I'm doing something out of place before you kill me?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna probe deeper into Aeol's mind. Just to give you a chance to roll dice. So you have to make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight, reasoning, blah blah blah. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows you're probing.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like
Yeah.
on the 5th edition one.
I think if you're an entirely enchanter...
Probably failed.
Okay.
That was a grand total of
16 would be the DC.
8.
Okay, 16. So then you gain insight into its reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. So,
Okay, so emotional state and something that looms large in my mind.
and its reasoning. So Kevin just said, "Are you going to hurt us?"
Okay, so no ill intention there.
You don't feel any
Animosity or
angry thoughts, any violent thoughts, nothing like that. Is basically what you said.
Even when Kevin did, or we've all been probing,
Nope.
or prodding.
Very the emotion, just a sense of curiosity, and happiness at being talked to.
Okay, cool. That's nice. And it's something that looms large in its mind, such as something that worries it.
What's a primal?
Okay. Okay.
That's fair.
Interesting. Well,
For the record,
Yeah.
the way that I just detect detect thoughts, the surface level
Yeah.
thoughts that you saw were less words and more like images. That's how it's going to be for everybody. That's how I'm going to do detect thoughts.
that's cool. I like it. All right. Well then, Fred, lowercase f, Fred. It seems that this is a strange happenstance to run upon you, but great things sometimes happen through acts of serendipity, and perhaps this will be a beautiful friendship in the future, for I see that you and I share, at some level, an origin, connection to the... Is the Feywild the term that people use at all?
Yeah, it's interchangeable with Ilmeg.
To the Fey realm of Ilmeg. Come, you can ride with me and Corporal Wormeater.
Alright, when he steps out of line, though, I'll let me know. I'm watching you, kid.
Oh, perhaps we should ask you, do you want to come on a very dangerous mission to find a safe spot and perhaps be attacked by giant primeval beasts?
It'll be fine. We've killed one before.
All right, then.
That's interesting. Yeah, exactly.
Isn't the dude leaning back like...
So then we'll hop on Harry's Falcon, given the implied
Yeah.
similarities.
Okay. Wormeater doesn't seem to notice the increased weight. Just
Character.
Your character.
Oh, I think I have another.
Haven't just pull Longfellow out of a bag to feed your bird.
Well, let's head to the steps then. Off we go.
You guys take off from the ground, headed back into the air, and continuing on in the direction of the Dawn Throne, which is now about 5 minutes away.
If we're flying, why are we going to steps?
No, step.
Push him off.
Oh, I get it. So, it's one of those things where they call things like things that aren't actually the thing that they call the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, you get me.
This is so different. Not used to that. Okay, so you take off into the air and making an incline towards the Dawn Throne. And the thing that is most striking is what you don't see. You don't see any people nearby. You don't see any animals nearby. I mean, in the distance, you see a plant monster running away. Yeah. But it's very still and quiet as you approach the Dawn Throne. And when you get there, are you gonna fly above it, or are you gonna land when you get to the top of the Dawn Throne?
I'm gonna land.
Yeah.
One, two passes around.
Okay.
No, Kevin would land.
I'm gonna land, and then Harry's gonna do that because I'm gonna be like bait, right? So
Yeah.
I come out, and Harry's be like, I can do it. Yeah.
The Dawn Throne turns into an alligator, and eats things.
It's a giant mimic.
I knew it.
Entire minute.
The dawn mimic.
Oh my. Okay, so Deus lands. Nothing bad happens immediately. Harry and whoever else wants to circling overhead. And what you see is more of the same. Nothing. There's no people. There's no movement. That you see, it looks like smoldering remains of a campfire that went out a long time ago. And it's just kind of still embers in there. You see food that's attracted flies. It's just sitting on tables. It looks like everything here was left abandoned all at once some time ago. Probably a few weeks at least.
Do we see the large aetherite anywhere?
That is the most striking thing you see here.
Is it?
Aside from the one,
Other wall fell.
no, it's basically like a brick and mortar and stone building, and it's the only one in the steppe that is like it. And this is where the seat of power is.
What are most buildings in the steppe made out of? Just
They're like
yurts?
yurts. They're yurts.
Oh, yurts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All of the tribes of the steppe are nomadic, so they move around a lot.
What are they nomad on? Horses, sheep?
Some of them ride horses, or some of them ride birds, mules.
Oh.
Some of them don't ride anything; they just use their feet. And that would be Sherbin's
Okay,
turn.
just for setting the scene.
Yeah. So, and again, you don't see any beasts of
No,
burden.
okay. Not seeing any animals or any. Are there any tracks for any sign that there have been animals, people around here for a while?
From the air, you can't tell.
I mean, is it can I do a survival check? When was the last time people were here?
You'd have to get closer, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I get closer. And I do
Okay,
that.
so you land?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh man, 10. It's almost
10?
24.
Okay. Well, it's not too hard. You do see plenty of footprints and you see plenty of signs of movement, but all of them have like silt and dust that have settled in them to give you the impression that it's been quite some time since people move around here.
Been quite some time since people have moved around.
Yeah,
Right.
it looks like it. Maybe the etherite's in that building over there.
You see it in front of you, Kevin.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. You know,
But to be fair, Kevin, maybe it wasn't there, but doesn't mean it was. You're still right.
oh, thanks, Harry. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead to the etherite and try to call Fifi.
Yeah.
Okay. You approach the etherite. It appears to still be functioning. Can you close the door just so the sound? Thanks. You trying to get a fly?
No, I'm gonna tune into the ether right while describing it.
Perfect.
Yeah, same.
You are able to attune to the etherite. You have no trouble doing so. It appears to be a normal functioning etherite. It's humming with power like all the other etherites that you've been around. It's just kind of silently spinning in the air like all the others that you've seen do.
I'll tune too, and then I'll say, "Hey, DX, you want to try giving Fifi a call? You have a better way with words than me sometimes."
I do. Okay, I could try. Hello, Fifi. Come in, Fifi. Are you there, Fifi?
Yeah,
Oh, how's it going?
it's kind of staticky, but I could understand.
Oh, good. You're a smart one, so I would expect you would understand me because I'm using standard words.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just call and see how you're doing. What's up?
Oh, well, I'm okay. A book tried to eat me yesterday.
Oh,
Like a magic book or?
okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, Great Google Library, has built-in defenses, and looking for any kind of information in here is dangerous.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were looking for something. I forgot what you were looking for, though.
I forgot to.
Okay. Let's not talk about it.
I'm literally
Dramatic.
sitting here like, what the fuck was she supposed to be looking for? And I completely
Yeah.
forgot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know.
Stuff about the basement.
She was supposed to look for Fae information.
That's what it was.
Oh, Fae information. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, we can table that for the
I
moment.
got a little distracted because there's a lot of books in here. I've never seen so many books.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in Cliffside?
I think this place is bigger than Cliffside.
The town?
Yeah, this library is that big.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
Well, you know, we could catch up all day long, but you know, there's these primals that were trying to eat us, and like one's already
What?
dead,
More
and we're trying to
primals?
kill him. Yeah.
That's cool.
It is kind of cool.
Okay.
It's kind of cool.
I'm glad I'm not with you right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not glad that you're not with us. I miss you.
I miss you too, Days.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't tell
Hey,
me.
DX, Millie. We're supposed to ask her about Millie.
Oh.
I
Right.
forgot everybody's on this.
Yeah. Okay. So tender moment aside. Tender moment aside.
Who's there breathing in the back?
Millie's missing. She ran away. And
What'd you do?
well, I didn't do anything. I got poisoned. Well, okay.
What?
That's not something that I did. That's something that happened to me.
How'd you get poisoned?
Oh, Millie, apparently.
The picture started to become clearer to me.
Well, I would hope so. I'm trying to explain it
So
the best
Millie
way I
tried to kill
can.
everybody and then got caught and ran away.
Well, not everybody, but apparently just me and Kevin. But the thing is that even though she did that, she's still my sister. so. I think we're here, and some of us want to know if you might be able to see where she went or track her down somehow. But
How would I do that?
well, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, again, I speak better than Kevin. That's why I'm talking to you. But what I think is that she might show up in Ishgard at some point because she does know Sid Garland and Mr. Verklempt, so she does have contacts there. So I would assume at some point she might be showing up at some time. So if you could just talk to Sid and just have him let her know that I miss her.
So do you want me to stop trying to find information about the Feywild then?
No, I think that's still good information to have if things work out the way I hope it'll work out.
Okay, I think you're misinterpreting where the Great Google Library is in relation to Ishgard.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember where we left Cliffside, where we came out?
Oh, the Beholder Cave?
Yeah, it's like southwest of there. Quite a few malms actually.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You have better connection with the link pearls than we do because we're in an area where it's kind of out. That's what the static is about.
Oh.
So if you could let
Okay.
Into and Dale know to talk to Sid Garland and let him know to keep an eye out for Millie.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Because if I were to go back to Ishgard, I would then have to spend all that time coming back here, and there's no Aetheryte here. So, yeah.
Okay, well then you do the needful.
I can't really contact Dale and Into from here. They're
Why
too
not?
far away.
You're like regions apart.
Oh yeah. No, I'm surprised I'm talking to you at this moment.
The only reason that's working is because you're using the Aetheryte, and the Aetheryte's connected to the entire world.
Okay, well then maybe we should talk. Maybe we could try to contact them directly then and leave you out of it because you're obviously got your hands full with the
Yeah.
killer books and
I don't
whatnot.
think they've been wearing their link pearls. I'll figure out a way to get them a message, okay?
Yeah, well Harry could like send messages or something, right? Or I think Soul was
far?
talking about that. I'll talk to them when I get back to the cave. 'Cause,
Okay.
yeah, because like we're living in a cave now.
So there's like this little
Does not even fit.
No, it doesn't care. This is Fifi.
there's like this little green dude with really big yellow eyes and wearing a cloak and carrying a lantern and a knife. Been following me around this place.
Oh, that's helpful. You probably need light to see and read by. That's
Well, I stopped to say hi and he tried to stab me.
well, you know what? Maybe he just needs to get to know you better.
I think might be a monster.
Well, I mean,
A lot of Millie parallels.
yeah.
Anyway, right now I'm kind of elevated to get away from him, but I'm staring down at him right now from my little perch here, and it's not going away.
Okay, well, sorry, I didn't know you were high at the moment. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, Gaius, bye.
Bye. And then after I get off the communication with her, I'm like, oh damn, I should have told her that I respect her so much.
Thank you, I respect you too.
No, I was off the link pearl.
Did you take it out?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not broadcasting it, but yeah.
Hey, DX,
The adventures of Lanfifi after leaving the group have been fantastic. Sorry. Anyway.
hey, DX, that went well. Good job.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, we learned a lot now. Learned a lot.
Right. Okay, so now, what do we have to do here? We're looking for someplace around the steps to move the group to.
Yes, Kevin. Below this throne, there should be some sort of shelter or defensible position. So says the con.
The con told you that?
That's what the content said.
Well, did she tell you exactly how to find it?
No.
Ah,
You take 60 points of damage.
Worth it.
Yeah, that's worth it. I heal him. That's not healing words.
well, I guess we just start looking. Do we know what to look for?
Oh. Sherbin. Oh, can we contact Sherbin with this thing?
We're by the ether, right? So maybe. I mean, I don't know. We could try.
Sherbin, are you there, Professor?
She's still in the step and she's not hearing either, right? So.
You should try yelling. I think that helps.
Another reason to get out of the cave. No signal.
Wi-Fi's terrible and I don't have cell service.
You're holding the link pearl out like.
Wait.
I have a bar.
All right. So if we were them, we just gotta think like them to figure out where they'd hide something. So where's something you wanna hide an entrance to, but you can get all the people there easily? Like maybe inside the building. Maybe there's something like a step down inside. Kevin goes to the. Is it by the building or like in the building? The one building that's like standing.
So it's a big building surrounded by an outer fence, and that's sitting on top of this round, like, half shell of an egg here. And what was the question? I'm sorry.
So Kevin just wants to go to the building and start like looking in the bottom of the building for like hidden things, like hidden steps, a hidden way to get entrance to like a cave or something.
You look around the wall. There doesn't appear to be anything there. You do find like an abandoned toy. It looks like a little doll that looks like a gulo, the little bear creature that you guys saw, except it's much cuter and less deadly.
Oh,
and
I take it for Eliza and put it in my pack.
all right. You don't really find much else on the outside wall. There is a gate leading to the inside, and it's... By gate, I just mean like an entranceway. There's no doors barring it or anything like that. You can just walk through, and you see there are doors on the building, the central building here, but just a search around this entire area will say maybe spent like 10-15 minutes on it. You don't see anything outside here that would imply that there's a way underneath.
All right, well, maybe the entrance is in the inside. Let's go inside. Let's gonna try to open up the door. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that seems like a good plan, though, Kevin, but... Our new friend, Eoul, you seem to be somehow magically inclined. Do you have some means of perhaps finding a path down in here? Perhaps it is more than just chance that we ran into each other. Perhaps it is some sort of twist of fate. The Lady of Fate is smiling on us.
Well, I'm
like
pretty
the
sure
sun
Bob is a man.
smiling out. Kevin, I'm monologuing.
I have eyes. That helps.
No more than eyes. No eyes. Beyond your eyes.
Is it invisible? I can see that.
I see, you can. Interesting. But yes, help us find the path below this throne, then.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, but my action in game is to assist whoever's doing the perception check to find it.
Okay. And before everyone goes off looking for stuff, I'm going to tell everyone to look for anything this Allegan can make, so we can check it out in detail.
What's Allegan?
Well, it's like old stuff.
Like rocks are old?
It could be like a rocky material.
It's really similar to a henway.
I think what the X is trying to say, should look really fancy. Maybe have some emeralds and jewels on it. You know, super nice. Like something that like a king and queen would like have, right? That's what elegant means, right?
So we want
Yes, that's
elegant.
what that means, but yeah, but no.
Invisible, elegant rocks. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. They may be invisible. I don't know.
I cast see invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see all 0 invisible rocks.
No invisible rocks or anything else.
They're just glowing blue.
Oh.
for the meantime.
Kevin goes to open the door that leads inside the thing, the house,
Oh, hi.
the structure.
Okay. The large doors open creakily, And inside of this room, you see no people.
Or invisible rocks.
Or invisible rocks. It is a single solitary throne on a dais, not like that, with a couple of steps leading up to the room where the throne is. So there's a very small room where you walk in, it's like guards can be posted there, and a smaller room that you go in after that, that's where the throne is. It's not a big building, and it's not a big throne.
Okay, so checking out the throne, is there anything we could use to communicate with other tribes, or
Roll a
to...
perception check.
Oh, no.
I'm assisting.
So it's with advantage.
Okay, well, good.
I'm distracting.
Oh, okay. Cancels out. Yeah.
None.
As I
Roll
thought.
again. Oh, I got one.
Can I roll for Tommy's perception?
Sure. You can roll for your own, too.
Well, I'm not there, so.
Oh, duh. Sorry. Tavi has
He says he has
You should
17
use
perception. Or passive perception.
Oh, so 7.
Oh,
You could roll, but that means that it's, what, plus...
Plus 7.
Then,
Plus 7.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, 18.
Oh, I hate the tech.
Okay, do you want to...
Did you?
26 for Tommy.
Okay.
Blindingly bright would be the answer to that.
Dace, I think you found something right here. And points it out to you.
Oh, how sweet.
And you were already kind of like looking at the bottom of the throne, but you then kind of glance up towards the middle, and right before you get there, Tavi's pointing it out to you. It's very small and faint. It's the thinnest, like, round bit that looks like it could be pushed in the back of the throne, which is not easy to get to because it's like this close to a wall.
Ooh. What does this button do?
Okay, the entire Dawn throne cracks up now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Self-destruct.
You press it, and you just hear. Well, it goes in, and you just hear thud, and then like nothing, and then about 30 seconds later, you hear a sound, just like that.
Oh. Oh. What was that?
You don't see anything.
Nothing's changed. Okay. Where did the sound come from?
Rocks make
Sound
weird
like
noises
behind
here.
Oh, I turn around.
Well,
Oh, there it is.
if it was a snake.
Okay. A snake?
Yeah, it would have been us. Yeah. Never mind.
It had to be snakes. Alright, so you walk back out into that small antechamber room, and it looks a little different in that when you look off to the right, that wall that was there has seemed to have fallen away, and you see a spiral staircase that descends.
Oh, well, that's not a communication device. This thing doesn't work.
Yes. Perhaps the communication device is down those stairs.
That's a good point. Check it out.
We should go quietly and cautiously. Who is there any among us who is good at being...
I fall down the stairs.
What? That one?
3.
You're just trying to waddle down and you fall?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Alright, it goes down a long way, and it is dark here. There's no light.
And now I need a new character.
you're
dead on the floor.
You have dark vision?
Trip, but you like fall down like
Pretty
about
slowly.
five of them before you grab onto a railing.
Careful there. I guess
The
going
ground hurts.
down.
For the record, this staircase leading down does appear to be elegant and make.
Oh, yes, the king's staircase, Kevin.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yes, lead the way there.
Just picture them all fell throwing themselves down the remaining stairs. This is the fastest way.
There we go. Is it lit?
No.
It is now. Light.
Okay. Because it just follows you.
It's the same one that Sherbin does, so it affixes to something. So
What are you putting it on? Is
my
question.
shirt.
Your shirt, okay. So you've got a very glowy shirt.
Yes.
And they are a walking flashlight. the stairway goes down pretty far. Like, just your equilibrium is telling you that you now feel as if you've gone below the ground level. It's starting to get damp in here. It's not like water's rushing in, but if you put your hand on the wall, like, it's moist. Exactly. And it continues to go down. And you remember that outside, below the Dawn Throne, there was a pretty large lake that was suspended above.
Let's hope it doesn't leak.
You continue down.
Like leaks.
This is you're now about 500 fulms below the Dawn Throne level, and it just
50 stories of stairs.
Yep, takes you a little bit of time, but it opens up suddenly. You hit flat ground,
Yep.
And you see that there's a hallway that then opens up into a much bigger area.
How does the light illuminate the entire hallway?
10-foot bright light, 20-foot. Oh, my bad. 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim. So 40 feet of illumination.
So the hallway's at least 40 less.
The hallway is like 10 fulms across.
We see that, and we see 40 feet in front of us, and it's longer than 40 feet. This hallway.
No, it's not. It's like maybe 20
okay.
fulms, and then that's when you see that it opens. So.
Oh, okay.
This chamber, I'm assuming you're going down.
Yeah.
Going through. The chamber is expansive. It's big. It's as if you're in a large building, something along the lines of like the vault in Ishgard, something like that. Or you're in the Verdelaine Manor, but underground. It's spacious.
Are there any tracks on the ground other than ours?
No, it looks like this place has not been accessed in a very long time.
I'm going to spend some time looking real hard for tracks.
Okay, well, while you're looking for tracks, the rest of you notice, and go ahead and roll for it.
Okay. 17.
Okay. You don't see any tracks, at least nothing that is newer than a very long time ago. The rest of you notice that there are veins of Allegan machinery just interspersed through this entire area here. It looks like, at first, it looks like there's no rhyme or reason, but there is. Looking at it, you can see, okay, this is going here, this is going here, and it looks like it's just branching out from every area here. And then right in the center, there is a blue sphere that is just kind of rotating above a pedestal. And the pedestal is like red and blue and black, and it very much looks like the Allegan machinery that you previously saw.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to check out.
Okay. What are you trying to do with it?
Well, I am trying to use. I'm going to use my mini feet to find out what does it do and how to operate it.
Oh, does it have any writing on it?
How far away is it from us? Like, if it's hundreds of feet
It's the
away,
center of the room.
and it's a big room, so it would
The
take
room is. It's spacious. It's probably about 100 to 120 fulms in a square, like across, and then wide. It's like probably about another 100 fulms. Or so.
Is if I could recommend before we spend too much time looking at one individual part of this room that we at least check the perimeter to make sure everything is safe and not dangerous.
That's very astute, Harry. I gotta say, you're much more coherent when you're sober.
Yes. That is the plan. Check the room for traps.
Right as he says, when you're sober, you get a flash in your head.
Oh.
You have
Draw.
It's PTSD. So you basically have a flashback to watching yourself fighting one of the tribes.
Oh, one of the Beastmen tribes.
They're just called tribes.
Yeah, it's the tribes. Are these common for Harry?
Not when you're drunk.
Okay, so something's up. Cool.
But it's a painful memory for you, and you can decide what that memory is.
Okay.
But that's the.
Ooh. So now I got your feet. I can.
Oh, you can go. I can sense them, but you can.
I can give you.
Oh, good cop, bad cop.
Nice.
All right, So you're using what's the name of that feat? I was wondering if you're using
It's average savant.
average savant.
Yeah, because I'm not an idiot.
Like what kind of painful? Like regret.
Oh, wait.
No regrets.
Not even one letter?
That's Harry's only tattoo. Terrible night at shore leave. Wait, what painful memory? What?
Look, asking like in what way was that memory painful?
You don't have to decide it now.
Oh yeah, I was. Oh man, I already know what it would be, but I need a good monologue moment to start talking about that memory.
Well, do you want to just describe what it is, and then if they see like pain on your face, you can tell them?
Oh yeah. So what happened? What's happening? Harry says, let's check out the room. You said, oh, that's very astute. Sober, and then Harry kind of nods, and then kind of does a shake, grabs his temple, and kind of takes a second. Carvahog, who's been, I guess, standing on his shoulder the whole time, just nuzzles and obviously is comforting. Usually drunk, but now kind of stoic, but now also taking a bit of a moment. Older Elysian guy in the trench coat.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All that aside, you say that you want to examine the area.
I make sure there's no funny business.
Cool. Who wants to do the examining then?
I'll do the
Perception.
Perception.
Make an investigation.
22.
That was a nat 20, right?
That was a 12 plus
Okay,
10.
Gotcha. Okay. Putting your private ear skills to use.
Yeah, I need the private ear because it's enough.
You hear the sound of, or more than hear, you feel that there's changes in air pressure as you walk past certain parts of the wall. And when you look at it, you realize that, oh, this can be opened. And it doesn't take a lot of, it takes some force, but not tremendous, but you're able to pry the wall open. And as you move this one particular hidden door open, several others around the room also open. It looks as if this is being used for something that wasn't its original purpose. So the use of this room, you see several different sleeping bags, cots. There are some lean-tos set up in various rooms. It's very much been repurposed to be a shelter from whatever it was before. And the things that you're seeing in here are not of Allegan make. They're very clearly of the steppe.
Okay.
And old? Or not touched recently?
Not touched recently. Yeah.
But
It's hard to determine its age.
Still usable. The
absolutely usable.
The cots are still load bearing. Load
The load-bearing trees weren't spent?
No.
Nothing in here appears to have suffered the ravages of time.
And
Especially the machinery.
okay. And a quick, I don't know, mental math, like how many people could be supported in here? Like 10, 100, 1,000?
In this one room,
like
the
there's
one room that you just opened,
Yeah.
you could fit at least 20 people.
20 people, and there's a bunch of them around.
There's 17 others.
Okay, so that's a couple hundred. How many are in Sherman's tribe?
It's hard to actually show how many people there are. In actuality, her tribe right now is down to about 150 people.
Oh, okay. I mean,
It was much larger.
okay. Not obviously more than 1,000. So
No,
this would be a tight fit, but still usable.
but there's more than just her tribe that are in the steppe.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, so not enough for the whole step. Maybe enough for one tribe.
Okay. While he's doing that, you use your idiot savant ability. Is that instantaneous? Sorry, your average savant. You said wow. Whoa. Your average savant ability. Is that instantaneous?
No, it probably takes. I'm examining the thing, so it's however long it takes to thoroughly.
So while Harry was investigating,
Sure.
The first thing that you notice is this was a weapon system at one point. The entirety of the Asm Steppe, as soon as you're using this machine, the entirety of the Asm Steppe was essentially a staging area for weapons of mass destruction. And this machine is connected to silos all throughout the Asm Steppe that previously had basically ether bombs. And the Allegans could launch them from here. What?
Yeah, Millie's not there to
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Could launch them
Millie's by the launch code.
wherever. Like from here, there's a large portion of the world that they would have been able to hit with it, and you're able to determine that just by tuning to it, more or less. However, all of the weapons are gone at this point. They were either used at some point, disabled, removed, whatnot. They're just not there. And you now know that this is what's used to alert all of the tribes. So basically when you use it, it'll make loud noises in all of the areas where it used to be a silo or was the silo, and any tribes that are around it would be able to hear it and know what that means. At least the tribe leaders would. They're the ones who have been told.
Okay.
So that's what this does.
So that's the form of communication that they have.
Oh, the
Okay.
It's not actually verbal, it's just, hey, get to the dawn.
Air raid siren.
Oh, is
Right.
that the
Okay.
Gondor, the throne?
It's lighting the fires.
Lighting fires.
The Gondor calls for aid.
The beacons.
Or was it Gondor?
Gondor calls for raid and Rohan will
Rohan.
answer.
The beacons are lit.
I was thinking Rowan would answer, but no, Rowan's a person that would.
Rowan Atkins.
He would.
Mr. Bean shows
Depends. Is he Mr. Bean or is he Monk? Oh, that's not the same person.
Oh,
No, that's Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub is great. I love him. If you've ever seen the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, Tony Shalhoub is in that. I love him. He's the dude with the gummy bears.
Oh, I haven't seen that since Blockbuster.
It's a great
I
movie.
rented that.
Mr. Bean or the narcoleptic guy from Rat Race. That's.
Oh,
Rowan
yeah.
Atkinson.
Yeah, that was Rowan
Yeah.
Atkinson.
He's also been in some serious roles, and he's
Oh, yeah,
a
he's
good
a good actor. He was also chief
Black Adder?
engineer in Galaxy Quest.
Was he?
Yes.
Who was high
Oh,
the
Tony
whole
Shalhoub.
time.
I was talking
there's,
Rowan Atkinson.
there's one little thing. So his
crazy.
name is Chang in the thing, and it's like as soon as the aliens like talk to him, every time he talks to one of the aliens, he starts squinting.
What?
So I wonder if originally in the script he was supposed to be like.
That's what I read. Is that like the
playing a
character
different
was
race.
supposed? Well, no, the character was supposed to be high
Oh.
the whole time, which is why he went along with all the alien stuff.
So anyway, back to the
Yeah,
game.
there's a lot of depth to
Yeah. So
Okay.
you now
He's a
know
good
what it's
actor.
for, and you are instantly tired
Right.
after doing so.
Yeah. Okay.
There's your lore dump.
That's so cool. Okay, well, Kevin, good news. We can support at least 150 bodies in here. 14 rooms, you said?
There's 17 rooms,
17.
and
Okay.
at least 3 people come.
At least 300 souls can stand in here.
Okay, that's perfect. But what do we do with the living people?
300 of them can stay here too.
Oh, perfect. Oh, this seems like a good place.
Painful memory was when he met Kevin.
Oh, so you okay, O'Hara? You have like a, I don't know. You look like you were kind of in pain.
Yes, Kevin, I will be all right. Thank you for your concern. Just times like this sometimes bring back old feelings, memories, regrets of actions done in the past. Some of which were necessary, some of which still haunts me. I'll be fine.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, usually when that's happening to me, I just drink some of this and I take out a bottle of, like a flask.
Potato water.
Yeah.
Oh no, Kevin. When this is all over, I will join you in whatever that is.
Well, that sounds good. DX, you okay over there? You've been kind of staring at that thing for a while.
Well, yeah, you got to contemplate things for a while there, Kevin, and I think I have a better understanding of like what it's about. But the bad news is that it's not going to be able to communicate with the tribes the way I had originally thought. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
so it looks like it wasn't a total wash, though, right? Because we found out some information. We found a shelter that we could move the tribe to if need be. And we know what the Dawn Throne's really about, so.
wait, what's the Dawn Throne really about?
Oh, mass destruction and genocide, but that's beside the point. It won't be used for that anymore.
I mean, mass destruction sounds awesome, but
I know it's really cool, but
what's the Geno thing you said? Is that like a drink?
Well, yeah. No. I think you're thinking like lemonade or something. This is genocide. It's a little different.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking of a drink called genocide.
I just thought it was genocider. Kind of sweet.
Oh, cider. Yeah, cider. Yeah. No. Not like that. Not like that.
I believe there is.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be using big words around you. I should know better. I apologize, Kevin.
No worries, DX. That's the only way to learn new words is to use big words, right?
Oh, that's right. And you got to learn every day. And I'm still learning.
So, this is a really fucking weird place. This is weirder than any place you've been yet, and you feel violently uncomfortable here.
Specifically relating to the Allegan
Machinery.
Yeah.
There is nothing called a genocide.
Cool. We can make it then.
I know this is a whole startup.
I'm not really sure that anybody wants to market a drink.
Oh no, there is a drink called genocide. There's one called International Car Genocide. I guess it's like a super car bomb.
A genocider. It's like a 30% alcohol by volume cider. Sounds awesome. Anyway, well, I think we should get back to the people, back to Sherwin's tribe, and tell them that it's safe to move here. We get a chance, and nothing else to do here outside of. You think this place could be fortified, Harry? Like, protected? Like, would it make sense with the whole tribe here?
It seems that there's a easily hideable entrance. It seems as though it is built like a bunker to survive any sort of attack. This is by far a better position for Shervin's tribe.
Now, why'd you say something? It does kind of remind me of bunker I made for my family. EX, doesn't it?
John, you're cutting out.
Oh. Okay. Be right back.
That's better.
Yeah, I'm sure it reminds me of
He's
something.
coming back. He's just resigning.
Does this mean we're leaving the uncomfortable room?
Yes.
I'll wait until he gets back.
Yeah. Oh,
He's just resetting his Discord.
okay.
So this is fun. I was wondering if you guys would come here.
Oh, we're in the war room. There's no fighting in the war room.
Hey, EX, I was saying, it does kind of look like the bunker I made for my family. Where you're keeping all your... Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It does remind me of that. Just a little bit bigger, a little bit wetter.
Yeah.
That's all right, though. Yeah.
It's actually not damp in here. It was just damp in the stairs.
Yeah, the tunnel was really damp.
Yeah. Oh, let's head back as quietly and swiftly as we can. Give everyone an update.
I don't trip up the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
You never get up.
No, but it is a very long walk for you, and you have small legs.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get a head start.
Yeah.
And the ghoul, we're gonna have to make sure you get checked out by a medic. I think you might have a memory loss.
Yeah. You were looking a little bit violently awkward there for a moment, so you might want to get that checked out too.
Yeah. Plus, talking to plants, that's weird. You can all agree that's just a weird thing to do.
Kevin,
I didn't talk to a plant.
Oh, you were staring at it, trying to be its friend. How else do you be someone's friend without talking to him?
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I was gonna talk to the plant, but then it didn't let me.
Anyway, you have some mental problem, and I think you need to be checked out by one of those people's doctors.
Kevin, you can't say that.
Why can't you say that?
Because that's, you gotta...
Kevin, I think it's time for you to leave.
Well, I think we're all leaving.
I will remain here unless someone else wants to volunteer, just to make sure that this is secure.
Trying to tell us you won't be able to make a few sessions?
No. Oh, are they not coming back?
No.
No, well, let's leave. You can't leave you here by yourself, Harry. Ken, would you mind sticking around?
You are planning on coming right back, right?
Let's Will, are you able to talk?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no.
Most of us could.
Just to give you an idea of where you are right now, everybody flew to the Dawn Throne, that big structure in the center of the steppe. and they located a hidden room that was talked about before. There's a staircase that led underground to a large open bunker of sorts. It apparently used to be a weapons station, but it no longer is. Now it's emptied out, basically. But that's where the entire group is right now, aside from who stayed back. It was Soul, Sid, and Sherman that stayed back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else is here.
Yeah, so Omega, you want to get into a fight, so I think it's good you stay here with Harry too. So if Omega stays here, and Harry, you stay here.
If I stay here, who am I going to fight except for Harry?
No, I'm saying maybe the fight will come to you. Plus, you can help make things to make the bunker extra safe.
Well, Omega, we are staying here in case someone comes.
That sounds... I'm not going to lie, that sounds really boring. But, alright.
Yeah, but you have no idea what's further inside, do you, Kevin?
Nope. I mean, we kind of looked through the doors.
Right?
Sorry, Will. You would have known this. It's a dead end in here, so this room just has like 18 total side rooms that can be used as sleeping quarters.
It's a big fallout shelter.
There were no other entrances, exits to
Correct.
that.
The only way here was that stairway that you took.
Got it. So why are we staying here?
Well, I can't just leave. I can't just leave Harry here alone. I mean, that. What if something bad happens?
Well, why is Harry staying here?
Kenji, we need to make sure that it's secure, it stays here. Nothing else comes about.
Tell you what. Go ahead.
You may have me at a disadvantage. I'm a bit confused. Why are we guarding an empty building?
To make sure it stays empty.
We're trying to move the tribe here to keep them more protected, because the bird primal tried to attack. We want to get them out of there.
I see. Okay. I'm caught up.
Well, tell you what, Ken, you head back. I'll stay here with Harry, and I'll help try to make this bunker a little bit more safe, since I do have an expertise in building bunkers. And you guys go back and try to tell everyone what happened, and try to get them all moved here as quickly as possible.
Am I staying here too, or am I going back?
Do you want to fight Kevin?
Yes.
Yes, he's Omega is staying.
Alright.
Alright, so Omega,
Can we start now?
Harry and myself will stay. DX and everyone else will go back. And can you please take a ghoul with you? Because, I mean, it needs to be checked out by, one of their doctors. Or at least Sid. I mean, someone has to know what's wrong with the ghoul's brain.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Cool.
Yeah. One other thing that we forgot to mention, you picked up a Lalafell.
Hitchhikers.
Okay, so the three of them are staying. Harry, Kevin, and
He's
Omega.
by the cord.
Ben!
Oh, don't be bad, boy.
He's never done that before, and that's in my room the entire time.
Okay, well, then I guess it's just me and Aul going.
Aoli?
Aoli?
Well,
And Tavi?
would be going back.
Tavi?
And Kenji.
Kenji, okay.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So, you begin the trek up the stairs. It takes you longer to go up the stairs than it did to come down them, for obvious reasons. But Aul is providing light for you, which is good. After, it takes you almost 30 minutes to climb back up. It was that deep, and you're going up now. But you're now back in the throne room of the Dawn Throne. What are you doing in here?
Are we going back to the birds?
Yes, we are going back to the birds. And henceforth we shall go back to the birds. Get on the birds.
Back to the caves?
Okay. When you leave the throne room, and your birds, which you've tied up outside, in between you and the birds are three very dark-skinned Al-Ra males. I'm sorry, females, not males. And they're just They're just kind of standing there, like they're examining the Falcons. One of them was looking in the throne room, so they see you come out, and they alert the other two.
Hello.
Hello. They all draw weapons. One of them draws a staff, and it's just kind of holding it like this. Another one has a big old fuck you axe, like a battle axe.
That's the technical term.
Yeah. The other one appears to have what appears to be a katana. Yeah, it's more or less a katana. I was thinking machete, but it's closer to katana. Yeah, it's turned to the side.
Okay.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Deus. And this is my new friend, A.O. Wool. This is Kenji.
Or a ghoul.
Kenji.
Bobby.
These people look familiar to you.
Oh, God damn it, Archer.
Oh no.
Right.
I would probably just nod and not say anything.
Show your faces, all of you. Any more back in that building?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who are you?
My name is not important. You're the trespassers here.
No, you're the trespassers here.
Squatter's rights.
Right.
Who knows where you're
Roll a
Mini feet.
persuasion check.
Persuasion? Okay.
Well, what are we doing instead?
Well, I don't know.
It
Just...
seems like persuasion.
Okay, sure. Persuasion works.
Your name. Please.
Okay, so I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, yes.
We're waiting. What are your names?
We just said our names.
Yeah, I'm Deus. This is A.O. Wool.
Or a ghoul.
This is Kenji. And this is Coffee.
Did you introduce Tavi and Kenji before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed that then. Sorry. All of you show your faces.
Oh, that's it.
Is there anyone else in that building?
Yes.
Everybody votes.
Blue steel.
Yeah, that looks so good.
They look at all of you, weapons drawn. They don't appear to be taking offensive actions at the moment, but they scan over all of you. They linger on Kenji. At least one of them does. The one that was speaking. But they don't say anything about it yet.
You two friends?
What?
Are you friends?
You say that out loud?
Hell
Are you
yeah,
asking
dude.
Kenji?
No, the person. I don't know Kenji anymore than I know the other person. So I'm asking the one who's staring.
Okay, so you hear this new Lalafell say, "Are you two friends?" Kenji, you would have heard that. Do you have any response or no?
The Kevin approach. Smack the child.
Can you hear us, Will?
Kenji attacks. I'm very embarrassed to say that I didn't think, I didn't realize the Wallfell was going to be Jimmy's new character. I saw it was
he
random.
Oh, I thought it was a.
Maybe I'll come back in a second. Well, to be fair, I don't really think you've been in a game where I've had to introduce a new character yet. Like, I feel like I'm pretty lame when it comes to introducing new characters because I always have kind of the same formula.
I would say no, because I was here for Tavi's, and I really enjoyed that one, and I enjoyed this because I had no idea.
Yeah.
This was
So I mean, what I'm trying to say is I feel like I've done introductions sort of like this.
Oh, this.
Kind of how Sherbin was introduced. But it works.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it worked really well because I was like engrossed in the story, and I was
Yeah, I thought.
that's Jimmy, what the fuck?
Will, can you hear us now?
Yes, sorry, my internet dropped out. I'm driving home.
Drive safe.
No problem. Okay. So what was the last thing you heard me
Okay,
say?
you're still there. They started to scan us, I think, is what you were saying?
So they were looking all of you over, and and their gaze lingered on you. At least the center one did. And then
the one with the staff, right?
What was that?
Yes. Don't the
Fuck me. Okay.
And Aoul, the Lalafell, that's your new friend here, asked kind of just out loud, but towards the Dotharl that are standing there, are you two friends?
Yes.
Ah. Sorry, they asked that to who?
They just kind of.
I asked the one with the staff if Kenji and staff person were friends.
Got it.
So, does Kenji respond to that at all?
Nope. Kenji's actually very tight-lipped right now.
Okay. She walks forward, puts her staff back behind her back, or just kind of floats there because magnetism or something. And what?
That's a miracle.
Right. And she walks closer, completely what?
The height difference
Between you and...
No, between her and Kenji.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then by extension, me.
Just kind of walks forward completely fearlessly and looks up in Kenji's eyes, able to see underneath your hat.
Okay. I'll meet her gaze.
I think they're friends.
Azim?
Step.
What was that?
She just says, Azim? Like with a question mark.
Ah. Nope. Not anymore.
Not anymore. She just kind of like backs up, but she doesn't take her eyes off of you.
I think they're friends.
Yeah, they're thirsty at any rate.
Why are you here? This is just asked to the group. There we go.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna elbow Kenji. Tell him.
Why me?
What was that?
Sorry, I don't know exactly what... We're looking for a home for people?
You're looking for
a new shelter.
Keep in mind, you're talking to the guys who've been 2 sessions out and telling me to give them all the information.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying all the information, I'm just saying, like, you do the talking since obviously they're more interested in you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the long and short is the previous shelter is damaged, and the enemy knows where it is, trying to find a new shelter for Sherbin's tribe to move into that is safer than the old one, and potentially found a good prospect.
Got it. We're looking to move some people, keep them away from the catastrophe that you lot caused.
Quetzalcoatl is no catastrophe. Quetzalcoatl is a god among mortals.
No, Quetzalcoatl's a catastrophe.
You would not have said that once upon a time, I think.
True, but travel and learning things helps you make more informed opinions.
So you're having a hard time remembering who this is. You would have had very little, you wouldn't have had a lot of interaction with them. You were kind of seen as a novelty to them.
Right.
So this person, it just comes to you. You figure out, oh, this is Dina. And you don't know who the others are. But the name just kind of comes to you from your past.
This is Dina, Warrior Princess?
Oh, I thought this was Dina Belcher's alter ego.
No. Besides, Xena did not use a staff or magic. Did she?
Her sidekick did.
I don't know, man. That tongue thing she could do sounded like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Man, I love that show. Okay. If all you're looking for is shelter, fine. Find shelter. If we need to find you, Quetzalcoatl will find you. I have no doubt of that. But do not seek to interfere. And you may
Or
leave with
what?
that. In our domination of this step, beginning, or continuing, I should say, with Titan.
Can you leave with someone else? Is that a thing that you can do?
Who is
So
this
did
English-
y'all make a
What is that?
did y'all make a deal with the Garlean to get this going, this little war?
No.
Interesting.
Visited by a prophet of Quetzalcoatl.
Do you have like white hair in the front, kind of on this side, and then kind of like look a little smug like this
He
way?
visited you too.
Yeah, apparently. So you might want to be a little nicer to us.
Ah. For now, we will let you live like cowards. Do not come after us. And you see them all, they just run and jump off the side of the Dawn Throne. And then a few seconds later, you see Yules carrying them off. Yay, cliches!
Yeah, so can you hear the cowards here? They just ran off.
Yeah,
I believe they're from a insert tribe name here.
The Gotharl.
The Dothraki.
The Gotharl tribe. They believe in nothing more than bloodshed and warfare, and would gladly hack down all the people we brought, if given the opportunity.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we know that going into it then. That's not too bad.
I feel there are a few worse tribes we could have come into contact with.
Yeah. So are you gonna have a problem if we have to fight with them? Because they seem like, well, at least one seemed like she knew you.
Oh, none whatsoever, friend. Although I hope we don't have to fight with them, because I don't think we'll come out full numbers.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's not get to that situation then.
Yeah.
Right. So we should probably mount up and head out then, so we can let everyone else know what's going on.
Yep.
Walk over to one of the Falcons, just.
Pick me up.
So I'll boost up.
Thank you.
This is adorable.
How does it work?
You just tell it where you want to go. But maybe you should just have it follow us, because we know where we're going. Yeah, so...
Follow that one.
Yes. Follow that falcon. You gotta say follow that falcon. Yeah. So, get on the bird and...
Flying back to the game. Okay. I assume you probably just got home and you on the computer. That's my thought.
Who? What?
He logged off momentarily.
Okay. Tavi, I know that you've been here for a little bit. You've been with this group the entire time. I don't know if you heard me tell Will what happened or where everybody was.
Kinda.
Okay. You sound real tired. Basically, they went to the Dawn Throne, found a fallout shelter of some sort. Somewhere. What was that?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Thanks. I'll take that. And then got confronted by these people from the Dotharl tribe. And you have heard that name before. It was spoken by the Bayakuts.
Are they the current leaders of the step because
No,
of
they're the deaf
the
people.
World Series?
They're the deaf people.
Oh.
It's the Kestir that are the winners.
The winners
The
of
Dotharl were the ones flying on the birds who,
We're with
with
Quetzalcoatl.
their primal that killed the other primal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright. So you fly back to the cave system, and again, only takes about 15 minutes from where you are. But you land, Are you bringing the falcons inside or tying them up outside? I'm just curious.
Well, I'm gonna bring him inside because outside's not good.
Okay.
Oh, these birds live in caves.
Cave birds. Does that make them bats?
Only if they sleep
Only
upside
if they were
down.
mammals.
That's it. Okay, you go back inside, and the rest of the group, who's been pretty quiet this session, are all there. So what would you all like to do?
Yo.
Well, we're gonna fill them in on everything.
Soul's still at the edge of the cave waiting.
Where Millie was?
My
Waiting to
heart.
see if she'll come back.
That's sad.
Heart. Kitty, kitty.
Hey, welcome back.
We made it back to the caves.
You won.
What was that?
I don't know what you said, Will.
Did we get a level then?
I won, Will. I won.
I'm listen in, but 10 o'clock's my bedtime.
Oh,
10 o'clock will they be though.
You always win.
You're gonna listen in.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
That was great. I really love Harry when he's over.
Yeah, really happy.
I mean, I love him drunk. Too.
But I appreciate that there's a big distinction with that.
I love it. I love giving him PTSD.
That's what makes the world go round.
Benner, come here.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Ben, what are you doing, buddy?
See you guys on the internet.
Seriously?
Okay. So, all of you are here. Soul is in the back of the cave, so he's not there, but the rest of you are near the entrance area, or at least able to see them when they come in.
This cave is much better.
Better than what? Oh wait, never mind, she's not there.
Yeah. So I think we'll fill everyone else in. So in summary, there's plenty of room in that shelter for the whole tribe.
Who is this?
Hello.
Who are you?
Indira.
Oh, this is a
ghoul.
yeah,
Or a ghoul, as Kevin says.
not a ghoul though, as in the proper sense.
I don't think I've seen one your size before.
Are there a lot of Lalafell here?
A what?
Lalafell? Lalafell? Lalafell?
Do not know this word.
Are you familiar with papotos?
Yes, very tasty food.
We killed them on sight.
Same size.
Why do you ask?
No, I was just wondering. I haven't seen anything growing around here in this cave, so
It is very
Fungus.
hard to encourage agriculture in a rock. Yes. Well, where is the one that I am angry with? I don't see him.
who are you angry with?
Harry.
He stayed back.
Right. And you brought a new friend, somebody that you knew for some time?
Oh, well, it's been a while now, yeah. So I would say, yeah,
When did you meet this person?
on the way to the Dawn Throne.
They saved me from an angry plant. Wasn't very nice.
Did you go near a Malboro?
Big, green teeth and eyes.
Dusk Mother helped me. And she just walks away.
Dusk Mother. Was that the Dusk Mother?
No, that was a con.
Okay.
Yeah, watch your valuables.
So-
around her.
At this point, Sherbin's gonna wander over to the group because she's heard them arrive.
Oh, hello.
Is that the Dusk Mother?
No, that's not the Dust Mother. That's well, she's kind of like
A mother?
kind of like a mother to us, or a sister to some of us.
Hello.
Hello. So you lose one and find another. All right. Pleasure to meet you.
Ayo Ul.
What's your name? Eoul. Pleasure to
Two
meet
words.
you. My name's Sherbin.
Yeah. If you think it's 3 words, that's normal. That's what I thought too. But apparently, it's only 2 words.
2 words, 2 letters, lots of 2s. Or 2 letters each.
That's 4.
Yes.
Understood. Please excuse my curt pleasantries, but I do have questions that need answering. I hope you can forgive my rudeness. And she turns back to the group, and she asks, "So, what did you find?"
Everyone's so tall.
Well, at the Dawn Throne, we found shelter. There was a secret button that we found that opened up a passage to the bottom of the structure underneath the water, and there's enough space there for our tribe to find shelter. So the issue is that there's only one entrance to it, which was an issue that we had with this particular dwelling. However, given the nature of the structure getting in there, I don't think any primals would be able to weasel their way into it. So that's actually a bonus.
I don't think so. What if the Dawn Throne, the upper part is toppled, and the water from the lake comes into the bottom part?
Well, that would probably be very bad.
But we need a place with another exit, at the very, very least. And were you spotted? Was there anyone else there at the Dawn Throne?
Yep.
Not at first.
I'll walk up as well.
Yeah, Kenji, why don't you tell them about it?
At first?
On the
Yeah, at
way
first there was
out,
nobody around, so we were able to explore at our leisure. But then Kenji's friends showed up, and then
not quite friends. The Dotharl showed up. We're not on the most pleasant of terms.
And what did you tell them?
I think they're pretty focused on conquering the steep right now. Not so much one group trying to find refuge.
Alright, so you met with the Dotharl, and you come to the assumption that they're more interested in primals at the very moment?
No, not primals. Conquest with the primals.
Conquest with primals.
I believe
Did you
right
tell
now.
them- Did you tell them what you were doing there?
Sorry, one sec. Jess, you're cutting out now.
Hey, that's my thing.
okay, everybody needs to stay in their lanes. Thank you.
You don't even know what Aelul's lane is yet.
No, I was saying
the friend of
breaking
plants,
up. Yeah, that was Kenji's lane. Communication issues.
Welcome back.
Communication issues could be the title of any of my romantic relationships.
Back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes!
Yay!
Okay, try that
What was I
again.
talking about?
You were asking if
asking-
we told them our plan.
Oh, did you tell them why you were there?
No.
You didn't
Sort
tell
of.
them? What did you tell them?
We were relocating people who are hurting there.
Oh wait, who said
They're
that
not
though?
gonna come after people who are hurting. They're about an honest fight, and a brutal one at that.
They summoned a primal.
Yeah.
There's nothing honest about that. They're rampaging across the steppe, and you told them that the Dawn Throne would be a possible place for refugees, wounded, dying, injured, famished, just all in one spot with one way to get in, one way to get out.
Well, I don't think that the injured and famished are their quarry, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we didn't say anything about famished.
I still don't know what a primal is.
You don't want to know.
Oh,
When Sid speaks, Aol looks all the way up. I just stares at him for a second. And starts getting the hiccups. And then starts having a sneezing fit. and in the middle of that sneezing fit, the alter self spell concentration breaks. And where there was once a small Lalafell, you see the form shrink even further, and a pair of blue-black butterfly wings pop out of the creature's back, and the clothing merges into the skin. And you see this person.
It's a bullet with butterfly wings.
I thought it was a butterfree.
Giant eyes, a big old nose, and antenna, and boom. Ash Ketchum in the distance, crying. I'm sending the picture to the character portraits chat.
So you're trying to send us rolls of vampire.
Yes.
And then the right picture is a Kevin for scale. Being a Rogadin Dark Knight.
Numbra is your friend.
And just covers my eyes and continues talking. Why don't I want to know what a primal is? just
Do we recognize what she is?
Just staring up, and also is now floating because wings and not walking anymore.
So, Daz, those of us who are native to not Cliffside, do we recognize this type of creature?
Even the Cliffsiders would know because pixies are depicted in books all the time.
Children's stories and stuff.
Yeah, and she very much looks like a pixie.
Just once. Can there be one 3 or 4 hour stretch of normalcy?
I mean, said define normalcy.
Is that
not this? You don't want to know what a primal is because a primal has basically just been running rampant over the steppe. 3 of them, now 2.
That we know of.
Messy.
It's messy, yes.
The name makes more sense now. Aoul is not exactly a typical Lalafell name.
Sure, it is.
Why are you covering your eyes?
Lalafell have this weird, like...
I can't look at you. There's too much emotion going on, and it makes me queasy.
Okay.
Is that an insult?
This is the wrong place for Aoul to be.
Sid's gonna start wearing his hair in front of his eyes.
All right, well, I don't... Even if we wanted to get to the Dawn Throne, we'd have to do it on foot. How long would that even take?
Who are you asking? Because I don't think any of the NPCs I was voicing are there.
Just kind of throwing it out there.
It would take far too long. With how many people were still trying to recover from the attacks and trying to find a safe way for them to even get out of here, much less travel across the steppe, practically to the Dawn Throne in one piece, and get them up the Dawn Throne, and then down into the shelter. It's a death trap. It's a death trap. We can't possibly go there.
So there's 2 things, and this isn't to contradict anything that you just said, but things that you would know. You know that the Dothraki are always looking for a challenge. They're combat sexual, basically.
Omega's people?
They do want conquest, but at the moment they want conquest because they're angry at something, which was related to you by your husband. But you do know that they won't attack a wounded foe. Like, that's not their thing. They also don't care about their own wounded.
What did my hubby do?
He told you the
Why is he
story of what happened at the Nadam.
Yeah.
Remember, Sadi was angry that somebody else killed Magni.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But I thought there was a Didi or something that they met, not Sadhu.
You said Dina.
They did meet Dina.
Yeah.
Sadhu is
The leader.
the leader of the Dotharl. She was the one.
So
yeah, Dina.
So
Dina is
Sadhu.
not the leader.
Okay, so
So-
Sadhu and Dina, two different people.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's one. And number two, you do know that the base of the Dawn Throne has a bridge across the lake and essentially an elevator. So that would not be hard to get wounded people up. But down the stairs, probably. But with that, go ahead.
Yeah. And there's no covering. Sure, it has a bridge, but what is covering the bridge? We're out in the open, exposed. And not only that, the Dotharl. The Dotharl are not necessarily in good relations with my tribe at the moment, all things considered. They wanted the final kill, the final stroke on Magni. And we took it from them.
It wasn't your tribe.
Oh, it was something else. Then what did it have to do with my husband? Okay, so my husband was just telling me what happened.
Your tribe was there. They were not involved in the dispute. They lost the Nonum.
Okay.
They were okay with the leaders of the Nonum, but the Kestir were the leaders. But the Badugu were the ones who were not okay with the Kestir being leaders, and they were the ones who started the fight. Which then Magni and his people, the Oronir, they stepped in because they're allied. And then Magni was killed when the Titan was summoned and squished him, and then Sadhu and her tribe summoned Quetzalcoatl. There's your recap. Sorry, it's been a little while, so.
This is better than a soap opera. Okay, so the husband was just spilling the tea. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not comfortable with this at all. We need to find another place.
Okay, well, what other place do you have in mind then, Shervin?
Or we kill Quetzalcoatl.
If you can take on the Dotharl.
Maybe we can attack right after they take care of Titan. Then all parties should be either tired or injured.
But it doesn't matter what I think. If the Khan wants to do something else, or if she wants to try to stay here, we're going to stay here.
I mean, it does matter what you think. These are your people.
Oh,
Right,
absolutely.
but if the issue is that it's unsafe because of these primals, then taking care of the primals means it's become safe again.
Nope.
Right, but she doesn't seem to be understanding that.
I
So
don't think
I've
it's
tried
her
to-
people that are going to be at risk at the primal. I think it's going to be those of us that choose to fight it. Primals can be taken down. We've proven it before.
All right,
I mean-
and if we have two of them at our cave entrance next,
But
there's
again,
at least two.
I don't think they'd be working together.
they're the Dothral didn't mention that they're gonna try to go kill Titan. So if we wait for that moment, wait to see which of the primals survives that confrontation, then we take that one out, and then hopefully no one else summons any.
Deus brought up the idea of luring it to the burn.
I'd assume that they're far away from the end of the game.
That sounds painful.
Burns generally
You could-
are.
Right, but how are we going to lure them to the burn when what they want is right here in the steppe? We can't just turn off the ether to the steppe.
Is there any way we can generate a large amount of aether near the burn?
Well,
Your guess is... Did they freeze?
I think we should wait for them. I don't know where they went.
Yeah.
They died.
No, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh yeah,
We hear
you're
you.
just
You're just frozen.
spinning squares.
Christian looks so contemplative.
He always is.
I know it.
Yeah,
This is like one of
disconnected
those
reset.
philosopher paintings.
Oh, there it is.
Philosophy
I'll
over.
ponder my orb here for a second.
Wow. Wow.
Deep contemplation.
Maybe No? Why?
You guys are looking pretty square over there.
I'm gonna close out of Discord entirely real
Got
quick.
him!
Maybe? What the fuck? Close Discord.
They left us.
Okay, better. Doot. Maybe, hopefully, better.
Hey, Rack.
Can you all hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they're frozen. Yeah. There it is. It just took a second to catch up.
I think they're the problem.
Video's not.
No,
Can you see
they're
us?
the problem.
We can't see you guys. Just
No,
we can hear you.
screen. But we can.
Alright, well, with the short amount of time left in the session, let's not worry about visuals. Let's just go ahead.
Alright. Well, my feeling with the whole taking them to the desert and all that, I think that was more an issue when there were 3 of them. Right, when there were
If we could
3,
possibly pull it off.
when there were 3, we had to separate one and take it out because then the third one would go off and recharge while the other 2 fight. When there's only 2 of them, we can wait until one of them's dead and then we can finish the other off.
I do know where there's a large aetherite that Quetzalcoatl may be topping off with.
Did Sherman see Titan's new blow up that he got a little bit swole?
You were told about it, but you didn't see it.
Well, what about Titan? You said that he looked a little bit different. That he looked bigger, stronger.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know how that is achieved? What is he doing? And if he's doing that, what would stop Quetzalcoatl from doing the same thing?
Nothing.
That's
That's why
why-
we're waiting for them to fight and then
Right,
coming
we
in
wait
to
for
try
that
and-
moment, and then I assume that neither of them comes out of that completely unscathed. So whoever wins
neither-
will be injured.
And
That's
neither
when we come
would
in.
we. Neither would we. You saw the damage that those 3 did. The people they killed.
We did.
Well,
And that's why
I
for this
mean,
one, if you want to sit at home with your family and protect them, I understand.
the
But I
best
think the best
opportunity
course
for us to survive is to attack when they're weak. If we could wait and wait and wait, and then they'll be back at full strength. One of them might win this confrontation, and the other one will get back to full strength, and then
Well, we'll
That
hope that
sounds a
one
lot
takes
more
out
risky.
the other, and we can clean up the winner. Best time to attack a superior force is right after they fight another strong force.
Alright, well, you do whatever you want to do with the Titans. I'm going to try and convince the Khan to do something about the location of our tribe. Be it move to another location in the steppe, or to somehow leave the steppe temporarily. But we can't stay here.
Agreed.
that's definitely your prerogative. But I believe the best way to make everybody safe in the steppe is to get rid of the threat. And I think strategically, since there's 2 of them, we have a way to do that.
Right, like I said, you do whatever you want to those to those primals. I'm going to stay here.
Of course. So I've come up with this new thing called ODM gear.
Wow. And with that, we'll pick up next week.
Kenji describes his invention to Deus.
Yeah, having Deus mass produce ODM gear.
Good session, guys. Lots of
Awesome
cool
session.
stuff.
Have a good night, friends.
Yeah, you too.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Welcome AOU to the group.
Good night.
Ew.
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 Ghoul. Or a ghoul, as Kevin says.
I just love the idea of
Yeah.
a little Lachapelle being chased by a gigantic fucking plant.
Yeah. Visual is fantastic.
All right.
You